It's a hot one.
Good evening, fellow puddles. Welcome to Wicked Game. I am your DM this evening. My name's Lydia, and these are my players, Vicky, Michelle, and Tom.
More like sticky, am I right?
Am I right? You are right. We are, like we do every Wednesday, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. This is our campaign that is set in an arcane university in our very own homebrew world. But quickly, before we begin, we have a couple of announcements. And first on the docket, it's Charity Week. Nikki, please, will you tell us everything?
While I'm doing that, can you move your mic closer to your face? Apparently you're quite quiet. So, get stuffed. Hi! This coming Sunday. What's that? Why's that happened? Have you played with the audio?
I have.
Right.
Sorry, Lydia, you can move your mic back.
Lydia, it wasn't your fault. Michelle
Apologise.
Michelle did a mischief. Michelle did a mischief. Right.
Oh, I think it's rain.
This coming Sunday at 6 p.m.
Yes.
we are beginning our 8-day charity week, the Wicked Week, a bonanza, if you will, of having a bonanza. We are kicking off with our old podcast, but back as a stream of Wicked Workshop. It's old school, those who remember that, and it became a stream, and it became this, and it's where we take a piece of pop culture and we pick it apart and we see what ways it fits in 5e with a couple of self-imposed restrictions and some hard and fast
Dice feel
rules. It's all about the dice feel, baby, and no one's a fucking wizard. These are hard and fast rules. Also, a horse can't pray. These are facts of life that we will go through. And this, for a very special return, I'm going to be looking through Lord of the Wings.
What?
Lord of the Wings.
I thought we were doing Sonic.
Lord of the Wings. We're not going to be going through the books, so all of you silly Marillions, right, can fucking do one. We're talking films. I appreciate Lydia is listening to the audiobooks, but, get yourself straight.
It's fun. I will say this. It's all a bit of fun. That is what I say.
It's all a bit of fun.
It's not fun for me. I'm taking this extremely seriously.
I will harken back to all the times we almost lost our friendships in those episodes. But yeah, it's all a bit of fun.
Get ready for some well-spirited debates throughout that. And then afterwards, at 9 p.m, we're starting at 9.
Yeah.
Myself and Tom are going to go through the entire monster manual because we are looking for love. We are going to smash and or pass monsters.
You can't smash and pass.
No,
that's me.
We're gonna go through the whole monster manual, smash or pass, and we're gonna do it. Definitely smash, maybe pass, definitely pass on that kind of like scale, so we can kind of have a little bit of debate. You guys can join in, and we're going to talk about. And again, it's purely vibes, not aggressively sexual, because some of those things are just horses with souls.
But hey, I'm very lonely.
Yes, Rooney, you're right. I did start a fight in, I think, every episode of that podcast. But that's Sunday, guys. That's day one.
Yeah.
That's day one. So catch up some other heroes and join immediately afterwards where we go stream, gap, stream. And then Monday, 25th, kicking off with Michelle and Friends art stream, where you'll be able to put your channel points to good use and make fun requests of Michelle and Friends. That'll be a lot of fun. And then Monday afternoon, Lydia and Tom are going to be playing the semi-spooky, lots of fun, narrative-driven Man of Medan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're going to get to see them. Yeah, that's 8 till 8, I think, if I remember it off the top of my head.
Yep.
Oh, Tuesday, 26th. We have a 3-player, 2-part, one-shot.
Nice.
That's
I like
right.
that.
Some students, older students from the Divisia, are taking a little trip to the far-off lands of Dawn Valon. New continent, new characters, the same players. Not only that, that 2-part D&D stream is going to be in person. That's right. Me and Michelle have fucking trashed our living room to turn it into a studio for us to stream D&D from in person around a fucking table.
My God, it's going to be crazy.
There's 3 tables, but you'll see. That's it. Physical battle maps. We could touch each other.
I'm putting in an early request that you don't, though.
You'll be far away, Lydia, so unless I've got one of those pictures to fucking get at you.
Nikki and I are going to be touching each other.
Michelle was actually
too much.
in the seating fan, Tom. Michelle is in between us.
You think this will stop me?
Wednesday morning, we're having Wednesday early
Afternoon.
stream. We're having a fun little Wii Sports,
Day.
Switch Sports Day. Lydia's going to be commentating as the 3 of us make tits of ourselves doing bowling, badminton, shambara,
What the?
and soccer, and all sorts. It's a lot of fun. And then the afternoon is going to be Wicked Variety Hour. It's more than an hour. It is a long stream consisting of quiz segment hosted by Lydia about the world. So I hope you guys have been doing your research. It's a hashtag Lydia Law quiz. And then it's a clip show hosted by who other than Tom. And then it's raffle time, baby. You're going to be able to win prizes. And then the way this is going to work, and I'm going to detail this out now, and I'm obviously going to detail out again and again and again and again. Every £8 you donate during that stream gets you one name in the hat. We have a ton of prizes to win. Every time you win a prize, all instances of your name are pulled out of the hat. If you donate again, you're back in the hat.
Yeah.
There's a ton of prizes, including merch of the From the Ashes and the
Lighthouse of Aesodos.
and the Lighthouse of Aesodos and Divisia Sensus
And Divisia Sensus.
from donated very lovingly by Michelle. There is 3 sets of dice made by Automatic Flash. They are black dice with white detail, white dice with black detail, and some wicked game-coloured dice.
Oh, make me sad
Really?
and happy.
Yeah,
so good.
they look incredible.
So good.
There is also sketch commissions to be won from some of the heroes' very own Charlie, Michelle, G, who was a guest on last year's thing and
Top banana
is
jam.
Michelle's work wife.
Work wife.
Bex, who is often part of the art streams. Eve, who is always there as well.
We love Eve.
Right? I think that's everyone doing. Our Theo from some of the heroes is also donating a merch bundle, which is
They
incredible.
have great merch.
Chris Mepham, the DM of some other heroes, is donating a D&D session. Right? There is so much to be won.
Yeah.
It's
And
good.
it says £8 for a raffle ticket. Every time you win, every instance of your name comes out, but you go again. And we're going to draw all of those things in chunks. So it's going to be quiz, clip, raffle, quiz, clip, raffle. Okay?
Guys, I might enter the raffle.
You come. We also may have some other stuff coming in late.
Yeah.
Right?
We might have some more stuff, but that's just
Yeah, that's
Excited
all
about.
a Brucey bonus.
Thursday.
On the Thursday, we have a 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 12-hour fucking prologue. Normally a prologue is barely 2/3 of a fucking page of a book. It's 12 hours. Lydia, can you turn the music down a smidge? It is 12, even me shouting. How's that? Is that better? It is a 12-hour adventure through the mythical world of Greece, DM'd by Joshy Longlegs of Dice in the Slice, and the players will be Chris and Wayne from some of the heroes, and Alicia from Dice and Slice, as well as potentially guests jumping
Guests?
into that. Guests! And you will be able to, like last year, donate to affect the world. So you will able to be able to. You will have the ability to donate £8 to gift the players an Olympic boon, a minor boon of the Olympic gods. So that's a very powerful tool you have at your disposal. So use it wisely. You will also be able to rattle them bones. Who knows what that means?
rattle them bones.
On the Friday. the first stream is I'm gonna say it's a choose your own romance sort of narrative, otome sort of homebrew, improv sort of situation.
There's no improv involved. There is a very strict file system that is not to be deviated from at all.
Watch me.
And there'll be
Watch me
live
deviate.
notes and doodles from
me. Yeah, I'm gonna be like drawing on my iPad and writing notes and stuff. So
it will not
Probably
disappoint.
good.
Everybody is insanely smoochable in this game,
I'm
and
gonna
there is
smooch
everything to win.
everyone. Lydia, can I smooch everyone? Is that a
If you really play the game, listen, I've been doing some games testing, and it is possible. It is possible.
smooch everyone?
It is hard, but it is possible. You have to be very tactical, and then yeah.
That's my goal, everyone.
Then, at 7 p.m, Friday the 29th of July, BST, that's big sexy time for all of you foreigners, right? We are beginning our 24-hour D&D Odyssey, Wicked Odyssey Olika, where the three of these wonderful people around me, this way, fuck it.
Nikki, I'm really sorry. I should have told you. I can't make it.
Oh shit. And
What a
I'm going to be
time.
DMing a Grecian Odyssey set in mythical Greece. So not Theros, not current Greece. I'm talking mythical Greece. We're talking Icarus. We're talking Theseus. We're talking my dad. You know, non-existent imaginary men. that we're going to be doing a full 24 hours with guests. The guests will be playing champion demigods, and the first one that's been announced is the very own Arsqueef.
Yeah.
Incredible friend of the show, actual friend. They're an incredible person. They have specifically requested, Lydia, you ready for this? They've specifically requested to be the last guest.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no!
to catch
That's
us
not.
at
I'm really sorry, Nikki. That's actually not okay.
maximum
It's gonna be great.
delirium.
Yeah.
Maximum delirium.
That's
Then-
not good.
That's going to
Every
end at
joke
7 p.m.
will, like-
Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to have a chill review stream. We're going to talk about everything it's done. We're going to get a total. We're going to add on the money.
I'm gonna
from
cry.
the merch. Our first
Oh.
ever piece of merch. Thank you very much to everyone else who's already joined. You have until midnight on the Saturday to order. The link is in the chat now. You can get your very own piece of merch, which features hand-drawn Wicked Game logos by me, Tom, and Lydia. Try and guess which is which, and the actual very well-drawn one by Michelle. So it's a first ever piece of merch. All the profits go to charity. We try to make it as cheap as possible while still getting money for charity.
Yeah.
So it's £20 for the t-shirt. £4.75, which is literally all the money that would come our way, is all going straight to Calm. It's an incredible charity. You'll notice that a lot of the donations are centered around this £8 number. This is because £8 is what it costs for them to man the phone lines, to answer the emergency call for someone who's having a mental health crisis. £8 is what it takes to drastically change the direction of someone's life. All of the donations are centered around there where possible. There's lots more yet to be announced, and it's so fucking soon.
Yeah.
Guys, it starts so soon.
Who is that person?
Also, just if I don't know if anyone does, but if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, and you watch it as it gets uploaded, it starts today.
It starts today. If you're boarding, it starts today. Check
Yeah.
the schedule. Find us on Twitch. Join us if and where you can.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest, Michelle. I genuinely thought you were about to say. Also, if anyone here watches Love Island, DM me because I need to know your thoughts.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but also that though, for real.
But
Yeah.
don't worry. That is Chowder Week in the biggest fucking nutshell you've ever seen.
Big old nutshell.
Yeah, incredible.
That's all that's
Now,
left is nutshells.
I'm getting all sorts of alerts on my computer saying it is too hot, which is frankly stating the obvious. But we'll see how long I last.
Oh goodness.
Anyway, back to our usual announcements, which always crack off with "We love our mods." Look out in chat for Rooney Roon, Sweet Poison, Automatic Flash, Joshy Longlegs, Chris Metham. They hold this shit down in chat, and we're very grateful. So they do that so that we can focus on playing. Incredible. Other content creators that we like to shout about are Dice and a Slice podcast. Go and check them out on all your podcast apps, all of them. Some other heroes here on Twitch, they have 2 campaigns running. I'm not sure if the Tuesday one is back up and running, but certainly the Sunday one is. So take a look at that. Dragon Age, tomorrow. Tune in. 3 o'clock. We will be, I can guarantee no dragons, but we will be, talking shit and playing the game.
Hell yeah.
That's what. Get pounded in the deep roads.
Always. Always. So with all of that said, we're gonna go easy this week because we're in a heat wave and we're on the struggle bus. So it's a gentle one, guys. It's a gentle one. Previously on the Divisia Sensus, our first year students at the Divisia Sensus have been up to all sorts. This is session 11, guys. Session 11, and we're only on day 13 of term 1. They had their very first day off. It was charming for all the people who didn't have to go to a pub and work. But the very next night after their day off, they were woken by mysterious, some of them were mysterious, some of them were less mysterious, hooded individuals. And they were made into initiates of the secret society that claims to covertly hate people, help people. Jesus. I'm sorry, my brain is also sending me notifications saying that it's overheating.
I'm in hand just backhanding people.
You got to do it covertly, though. Covertly help people who are in need. And so they immediately got out there to earn the right to be part of the secret society, which means capturing a little lace kerchief from the back pockets. Yes, I went there. Kerchief in the back pockets of any of the existing members of the society. Half the gang have one already. The boys just trampled all over everyone to get what they wanted, and the girls are left.
I asked very nicely, actually.
You cast a spell that forced someone to give it, but that's
and
also...
I will say that I offered it to Pnevma.
The most condescending give you could give. So, with all of that said, Nikki, roll the thing. In the heart of Maridia, looking over the glittering city of Solaraire, is the world's finest centre of learning, the Divisia Sensus. For centuries, this school has hosted the rich and influential and the greatest minds to have ever lived. Geniuses, leaders, holy figures, and legendary adventurers all had their start here. Though the school is built on old foundations, you won't find more advanced facilities for the arcane, alchemical, artistic, or academic, all behind powerful wards. The Divisia Sensus has the finest and most comfortable sanatorium in the known world. We pride ourselves on the care we give to those whose encounter with magic ended with a broken mind. Each year, we instruct students from far and wide in their chosen subjects and the rigours of life at the pinnacle of their field. There is no greater, safer, or more prestigious environment in which to receive an education. Lady Sophronia Epissimos, High Master of Divisia Sensus, welcomes you.
Ba-ba!
Okay.
That was the most school mom you've ever been, Nick.
It was the most. It's the most little fucking rascal you've ever been, mate.
So, you are in the main part of the school. I think we pretty much left off that Tom was kind of lying on top of a purple tiefling, and
Tom was.
Who's Tom?
How did Tom?
Hiraeth's just sat there like, who the fuck are you?
Who's Tom, Liddy? I don't know that character.
Tom is Hiraeth's
My
cock blocker. And Agatha had taken a tumble. You are in a sort of pile of people who were queuing. Pnevma is a little way off, and Sunny, you're sort of catching up with people, having done your thing.
Can I go help Agatha?
Yes.
Agatha's just trying to do anything. Like she's trying to stand up, but then she realizes she's holding someone else down. So she's like, no, go.
The thing where you think you're putting your hand on the floor, but it's just really putting all your weight on someone's inner thigh,
Yeah,
and then it's like,
sorry. No, you go.
Stepping on a banana.
Yeah.
you right, Ags?
Yeah,
You took a right tumble.
I did. Again, everyone, I'm really sorry.
No, they're fine. Don't worry about them. It's the most exciting things happen to them in weeks.
Does it look like they're fine?
There's the people who are getting up are like, they've sort of, there's kind of, I don't know, they're just sort of straightening their stuff out. But there's an Aarakocra further down the line who's like, fucking brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Love that. It's going to be a great day.
And we never named that NPC. This is
actually,
the one and only
I
time.
just want them to always be in the background.
Just anytime anything happens, fucking brilliant.
Fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
No,
How does that Aarakocra have teeth?
or a tongue to press a... Oh, no, birds have tongues. They don't.
Yeah.
Birds don't have tongues.
Anyway, God. Yeah, I'm alright. I just. Whew.
Let's get you out because you're sort of like holding up the queue now.
I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
Just don't make a big deal of it. Just don't make a big deal of it, and it's absolutely fine. Like we'll just come around there. So what happened? You were flying through the air like no one's business, and you clattered a bunch of lads.
I didn't mean to.
Well, obviously not.
I just got like into it. I was like, let's go. Like, I just gotta go. I just gotta catch this thing. I've got to get this thing, and then.
Right, but you were all go and no thought. Like. You picked a direction. You went full steam.
Well, it's the problem. I don't really like act quickly. I like to think things through.
Well, then maybe that's what you're doing wrong, right? Because like you're trying to like do what Never or Hiraeth would do. Find a tiefling and chase him down with like pure strength. But like, what would Agatha do? Like you got to solve it your way. It's like it's not like a not necessarily like a feat of strength or something. Like maybe it's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
Maybe like
Alright,
it's up to you. Like problems are all about perspective, isn't it? Like you can solve them lots of different ways. You need to choose how you want to look at things. Like so if you know what they say, like when all you've got is hammer, everything feels like a nail.
Yeah.
Right? What about like if all you've got is like a decoder, everything feels like a code?
Yeah. Agatha's sort of zoned out a little bit to what Sunny's saying, and she's just like doing the thinking in her head. Right, okay.
You just gotta ask yourself, how would Agatha solve it,
Right, well, Agatha would solve it. I would solve it. I'm not gonna say
You
my
could
full
talk
name.
about yourself in the third person if you want.
I need to like sit and watch people.
Then
Right.
do that.
Okay, but the problem is, I'm used to like people not really recognising me or just viewing me as a barmaid, but these people know me.
Yeah, because they just saw you go flying through the air.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a girl in my clerical class who was just looking at your skirt as you went over.
Oh my god! Oh.
There's just a little halfling sitting, like, eating her porridge, going,
She's just going,
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, Well, that's not going to work. I can't like just look and see who's looking at me because now everyone's looking at me.
Right.
I need to look. Okay, I need to look at people. So I need like disguise maybe, or like, and I'm Agatha's like frantically flicking through her spell book, being like, all right, I've got spells now. I've got
Just
spells.
holds up the book
do
right in
spells."
front of Sunny's face and just
Yeah.
starts reading. Oops, so,
Just the little horns, just the
Guess
like
we'll
the
get
up
more
bit of the horns.
mangoes.
and no luck catching no swans there.
All right, okay. So
Every year.
I can sit here and try and look for everyone, but looking at everyone's backside is going to take me a long time. Or
Oh, Tina. Oh.
and if okay, none of my spells are like actually very useful. If I had time, I could learn a new spell, like I could learn Disguise Self, and then I could cast Disguise Self on myself. But even if I learn it in the next 2 hours, then
Well, you got all day, right?
yeah, but like
But
I haven't
you
got
also-
much time because
No,
there's
but-
5 people that aren't going to get them, and I don't want to be one of those 5.
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna be honest, Agatha, I don't think everyone's gonna, I think 5 people are gonna get them, not because everyone got caught. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they went, oh, I think you're capable, and then someone goes, no, I actually am fully not taking
Oh,
a handkerchief out of someone's back pocket in case I touch their bum.
Okay, well then that means like looking at the people who are awkward and would feel self-conscious about doing that, and I think I'm in that category though. So
You'll touch a butt though.
I mean, I like not without permission, and then I feel like if I ask permission, then that's like anyway.
Nevma's kind of caught up with you, and
I think I've come along as well.
I think if you take a hanky and put it in your back pocket to be taken, that's kind of going, I'm alright with my butt being
Yeah,
touched.
Yeah.
being a part of the whole, like, it would be a bit much if you were like, I'm gonna play a game of tag, but no one touch me. I think
Yeah.
that's not really sort of in the spirit. I think
Right.
just by sort of participating, they are sort of like tacitly agreeing to like what may come.
I think it's a good idea that you're like puzzling it out, because I know that today I'm just going to be running around a lot, just chasing.
Okay. Well, because here's the
Well-
thing. I'm not very good at like running and like. Oh, I can
No,
do the
do it
running,
another way.
but
Also, look, there are still 4 of us.
Yeah, we can help.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like, like if it's something you really want to do, like we can help you do it. Like,
Of course.
Okay. Well, my first thing would be to research a way to do this and try and find the right spell that would fit it. But as I said, even if I learn a new spell, I can't do it today unless it's a ritual spell.
is there someone that can like teach you a spell or something?
Lydia, do I know of a certain ritual spell that someone probably would know?
You don't need to roll for that, of course you do.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because remember what we talked about how these are the kind of character building chats, guys, that we do in character development before a stream starts. Is Michelle and I talk about all the references and stuff, and we my reference, which I'm not quite sure if Michelle got, was Good Will Hunting, when a kind of local person to a university ends up absorbing the information that all the first and second years like show off when they're drunk. And so we figured that a barmaid in Solaria would be like, oh yeah, you've been here 2 weeks, I guess you know Mage Hand and Find Familiar then. So you absolutely know of somebody that knows these particular kinds of spells.
Cool.
It's Find Familiar you want, right?
Yeah. Which I think Agatha's worked out, like, Find Familiar would be useful because then she can send it off and it's
When you're
another
in
pair of
classes and
eyes.
shit. well, why don't we split up? You know, because like Hiraeth like's got one and I've got one, right?
Alright.
And I do the magic and you do the magic. Hiraeth does like the fast moving and climbing and stuff. And so when me and Nevmer try and get Nevmer one, and you and Hiraeth try and get your one.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
You know,
idea.
like fill each other's like shortcomings.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to help, right? That is like,
Of course.
okay.
Of course.
Or just, you know, if you just keep an eye out and if you just find anyone,
Yeah.
then
Like a moment when Never's just her eyes are always like this, and she goes,
She's
"Oh!"
got-
and she like snatches a pocket handkerchief from somebody's like top thing and goes, "Oh God! Oh fuck! It's no, sorry.
What is that?
She still has enhanced ability, by the way.
Just before like her hand just like darted out before anyone could even stop her from taking it, but it's actually like a lace kerchief, and she's like, it was fucking used. Who actually has lace to blow their nose with? I mean, that is
That's
not right.
so grim because like it's got no like absorbent technology in it.
No.
Whatever, nothing. It's largely got holes in it. Like
It's
You might
just-
as well blow your nose into a net.
Well, it's string to catch string, right?
right, yeah. And one of the strings is wet.
Exactly. We are getting very distracted already. I mean, listen. If you have a plan that you come up with, I will happily help. Otherwise, I will just keep my eye out.
yeah, if you can just keep, like, for now, if you can just keep your eye out, if you spot anyone that has one, maybe, do we meet up somewhere, like,
Well, we got groups straight away.
oh,
Yeah, we can go to group now and stuff and like sort of like think of a plan.
Yeah.
Was it stipulated in the rules that you had to collect your own? Like
I
if
want to collect my own. I mean, I appreciate people. I like an assist, but if you give me one of yours, I'm gonna be a bit sad.
yeah, I kind of want to be able to, I like your help is great, but if I don't get it myself, I won't feel like I deserved it.
Of course. Sorry, I wasn't saying. I was. Just
I mean,
gonna
if
do
you
the
see
thing.
somebody is about to like, if I like get my kerchief and then somebody is going to steal it off me, then slap them.
That's kind of what I meant. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
think because like it's all about helping people, right? Like the whole deal, right?
Right.
So like
Yeah.
if helping each other become people that can help people, like
Yeah.
that's like helping squared,
Yeah.
That's like a help investment,
Yeah.
Help investment.
Well, I need to go learn this spell.
Well, we need to do it
Okay.
at group. But
Okay.
we can cover for you at group if you need to sneak out.
Yeah, is that okay? Like,
Yeah, I mean, Miss Philos is like whatever, wherever. Which I don't think we're going to need to try very hard to cover.
she's
Shishikira.
Shakira.
That little black tabaxi doing that dance is just living rent free in my head now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. And Lydia, can Agatha do a perception check? I'm looking. For...
Yeah, roll me. You got good passive perception, but let's
Good.
roll anyway.
But, oh, that's a 12.
Well, with your passive perception being 15, I think we'll bear that in mind. What you see is not Kai, but Henry, and that kind of second year bunch. So you
like it was the same thing in any way whatsoever.
so you've got like his cloister mate and somebody that knows him and where he might be.
Okay. Then all right. Shall I meet you guys in group in like a couple of hours or something?
No.
Yeah, of course.
You sure?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
do you, like, are you okay by yourself or something? Like,
Yeah. Look, I need to go learn this spell and.
I mean, it's fair. I suppose not much of us can really help put information in your head. Like,
No, unless any of you have become wizards. No.
Was that sass?
I'm really sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
No, I liked it. It's good.
I've got too much adrenaline. I don't need this third cup of coffee.
why are you picking up any coffee? You just jumped over like 4 tables.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
we're gonna head to.
And I'm gonna make my way to Henry.
Yeah.
Where's Kai?
Why do you want to know?
Oh my god. Do you know where he is or not?
I might do.
I really wanna. I just want to grab Henry by the scruff of his shirt and be like, Henry, I ain't got time for this.
I will cast fireball on you!
Oh,
I will cast fireball on you!
Okay, yeah, alright, you can do that. Just tell me where he is.
He's in the cloister.
Sorry, I just pushed my. Sorry, I just.
Are you
I'm a bit
fucking
aggressive.
violent? It's
Fuck
disgusting.
you, Henry. And I run.
Fuck you.
Oh.
I think she likes me.
Yeah, and I'll go running.
Cool. You know exactly where his cloister is. You've been there before. You go in, and he's not like in that like central area. So you on his room, unless you don't.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I know this is weird. I know everything's kind of weird between us right now, but I really need your help. You don't have to do it, but I'd really appreciate it if you did.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Let me just and he like puts a shirt on and like just
Put some
like
underwear on.
Oh my god.
Hanging dong at the door.
yeah. Sorry. So what can I help you with?
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to teach me a spell. I need you to not ask me why.
Well, that's fun.
Isn't it? Isn't it so much fun? Will you teach me Find Familiar?
I will. Yeah, I will. Getting into conjuration, are you, Ags?
It's just I just need it. It's the one spell that fits.
I mean, fuck me, you've got really nostril flary, so let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Um, and he like he
His thing.
gets
Oh god.
His nostrils.
he has he like clears his table, opens up his spell book, gets the paper ready and the ink ready, and helps you copy it in, and then says, you're going to need like here, and he pulls out the brazier that's needed and the incense. You know, I don't really use it because I don't really use Find Familiar anymore. But you know, I guess you're very welcome to use if you're just going to do the. Are you going to do the ritual now?
Yeah. I kind of need to do it now.
Okay, so what I would like is, I'm guessing you need to learn this quite quickly.
Yeah.
Can you roll Arcana to kind of try and speed up that process of writing it down and just seeing like whether we can kind of get what the thing is.
Oh, that's good. That's a 22.
Nice. Yeah, it's as it was before. It's always kind of a pleasure, you guys getting in sync with the learning of with the kind of magic of it all, and what do you think you're going to conjure?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Gosh, if I knew if you were using it for, I could probably really help you out about now, couldn't I?
Yeah, right. Okay. I want something that's maybe quick and good at looking for things.
Like a cat.
Oh, a cat. Yeah, that could be cute.
Yeah.
But is that going to be obvious? I need it to not be like super obvious.
Well, here's the thing. There's quite a lot of, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's quite a lot of animals around the school just generally, whether it's companions or familiars or, just people having random pets, emotional support pets. You'd be amazed how many people have emotional support animals, bulldogs.
Oh, you met Patch.
Yeah. So I think generally people don't bat an eyelid at any animals.
Okay.
Unless it's something aggressive. Small animals of any kind are sort of okay, right?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, yeah, cat. Cat is perfect. You get lots of stray cats. Cat just roaming around. Could belong to anyone. It's perfect. Blends in. Perfect. Alright. Okay.
So I'll say, because that was good, you're sort of, I know you looked it up, didn't you? But I can't remember what the thing is for how long it usually takes.
It takes 10 minutes for a ritual.
But to like rewrite it out so that you know it and understand it.
It's 2 hours.
2 hours per level or something?
Yeah, I think it's 2 hours and then half if you're that kind of wizard. And I was kind of hoping for
an assist because he used to be. Yeah. Well, with a 22, that this is all part of the roll for the assist. I'll give him a roll for. The way that he kind of is the thing. For reasons that we all know, Guy has a really good understanding of conjuring, and so he begins to break down all the kind of maths and the spell of it all. And then there's a moment when he kind of says to you, it's a fey spirit that we're going to conjure and put in a cat, in the body of a cat. And this was part of what I was intrigued by, that sort of landed us in this mess in the first place. But this is us playing by the rules. This is you playing by the rules. But yeah, it's very curious that this is what we do, is that we conjure something from another realm and we put it in the body of a cat. Anyway, and you have this sort of like semi-intense moment.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of goes, with that being said, and puts this enormous bronze brazier in front of you. And here's the incense. You have to burn this, and then you have to ash like in this way, and then and go for it. And he kind of sits cross-legged opposite you, the other side of the brazier, and sort of you do like a practice run together where he guides you through it, and then he's like, it's your go now. Go for it.
Okay. I'm really scared Hiraeth's going to be mad at me. But I have to do it. Okay, and I do it.
Okay. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes, and then out of that smoke, plonk, onto the
It's Hiraeth.
Is Hiraeth's uncle.
It's actually just fully Hiraeth, but Action Man sized. What have you done to me?
What the fuck?
That would be beautiful. That would be fucking beautiful.
Got a springboard his back to make it.
Oh my god. Somebody call Mattel. Anyway, so describe the cat. Very important time. Very important this.
I think it looks pretty much exactly like my cat Carla that I know none of you have seen unless you're in the
You
Discord.
fully. Everyone thought you were about to make a reference. Everyone thought you were about to make it like a pop culture reference,
Not
and you
pop
went,
culture.
"My cat, adorable, incredibly
but
cute."
like
off-brand Garfield. I hate mung beans.
I don't know. Oh, now I don't know. Because it's a long-haired cat. I really love Norwegian forest cats, but I'm like, that's the wrong climate. But also, it's magic.
Also, those cats are psychopaths.
Oh, I know. I thought of them. So no, it's not
What
that.
about a munchkin? With the little legs.
With the tiny little legs, those poor things.
The ones that look scared all the time.
Oh god, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, because now I'm like, what kind of cat?
It's a hairless cat, isn't it? You can say it.
Or the little, what's the ones that Scottish
Scottish
folds?
fold. Scottish
Yeah.
folds are adorable. No, I think
This is it, guys. We're just going to, until 9:30, we're just going to be doing this.
It's what's up? It's Taylor Swift from Cats 2019.
What if it's Miriam Margolyes from the film Cats and Dogs? Oh wait, no, she's a human in that.
Okay. It's a long-haired tabby with like bright green eyes.
Fur.
Bright green fur.
It's a green screen stand-in.
It is immediately quite alert, on standing, takes a moment to kind of look around, turns to you who has just cast it, steps up, tentatively sniffs you, and then just kind of sits next to you, just does a gentle little head boop, and then sits as like proud as the Sphinx, just waiting for instruction.
Oh, I just want to pet it. Can I pet it?
Yeah, it leans in a little bit to the hand.
I think Agatha gets a bit too into like, oh, pet.
Yeah, you just hear a voice going, yeah, again, face spirit.
Oh,
Not-
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay, and I'm right in thinking I can like just send it back and then summon it to me, right?
Try, yeah.
Okay. Go.
It's gone.
I should have named it.
He's never coming back now.
You fucked it.
He's gone.
Come back. I do that.
Like looking at you, and now like the eyelids are like down, like really.
Sorry. Really sorry. Okay.
Agatha's gonna be talking to this thing like it's her superior.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, could you just do me a favour? Could you just
I've got 2 seconds.
All right. Okay. Hey, cat. Mr. Fay, being sir. I need a favour from you. And I'm gonna tell you somewhere else.
Kai looks at you and goes,
Sorry. Like, it's for your own safety, actually.
all right,
Thanks for your help.
keep your secrets. Farewell.
And I just run off to.
Bye, Aggro.
Bye, dickhead.
And what did you call him?
Mr. Fay. I can't.
Oh, Michelle.
It's very Agatha. Mr. Fay. Mr. Fay is right by your heels now.
Okay. And if I can find a quiet bit, be like, okay, I'm really sorry that I pulled you from the Feywild. I just really need your help, and I know lots of us students here do it. But I'm looking. There are some people, not very many, like less than 10 now, who have these white handkerchiefs in their back pockets, and I need to find one. Okay? So I need you to. You can just roam, just do whatever you like. But if you find one, I need you to like come tell me who has it. Can you do that? Thank you,
You
Mr.
just, like-
K.
It's gone.
I love how you're like, how do I make this weird? How do I not make this weird? I'm gonna be really respectful. I'm gonna call it Mr. Fay. So like, it's just gonna be it's gonna be right at the front of your mind every time you talk to your familiar.
I pity the fool who who calls a Faye a fuck. It's too hot for being or trying to be funny.
Okay, and I'd say
I went and got Pash first thing, by the way,
yeah.
because I got
Yeah, what do you
I got,
do?
like taken out, and Sunny would go, I'll meet you guys at group. I'm just gonna go get Pash, because if he's woken up and realised that we're not there, he's probably shat on a sofa or two. Just gonna Sunny's gonna run and go get Pash.
Yeah, your pillow is destroyed. There's just feathers everywhere in your room. And he's sort of, on the bright side, he's sort of worn himself out on that. Still a little bit thin and scabby. It's only been, it hasn't been that long.
I just
But
don't
then-
think this situation's going to be right for you. I think we need to find someone else. But I know, but you need someone who can care for you and stuff, right? It's a good point, but I just don't see the others mucking in. So it's you and me, bud. But I'm just so busy. I can't give you the time you deserve, and it's about what you deserve, not about anything else.
Rests his chops on his paws.
Well, we've got a group now, so let's go. But I'll be thinking don't worry, I'm not going to let you go anywhere that's not as good as this. At least bare minimum, Pash. Bare minimum, it's a school dormitory. Bare mins. Yeah, I'm just going to take Pash to a group.
Yeah, I mean, Pasha's just happy to be involved.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you are very communicative with him, and he's just a dog. But yeah, he's just scampering around. I imagine in the short space of time that you've had Pash, he does an awful lot of galloping after people's familiars and chomping down on them just for them to explode into air, and then students going, "Oh, that's so not cool."
Right, look, one of us had to have a real animal in this place because you lot have all just got pretend ones, right? If you see a dog coming, pick it up. It's not my fault.
He's kind of having a dog in a balloon
He's
bath.
a
He's just
rescue.
chomping
It's
down
not his
on all the
fault.
balloons.
He's a rescue. Look, if you say anything to him, mate, I will break your nose, right?
Pash actually has a bird in his mouth, but he hasn't bitten down yet, and he's looking at you like he's so pleased with himself.
There's nothing I can do about it.
He's not my dog.
He's his own dog. It's my
Right,
roommate.
You head off to group, which is more just kind of studying, I guess, for your new
I think Nebma was going to talk to us about the path that they took, she and her mum took through the newly drawn up map, because we layered the map so we could cross-reference it, and then Nebma's going to draw the path she knows and then kind of detail out around there.
Yeah. So she looks at it for ages, and she kind of, where she points out to you is actually much it's quite far south.
Right.
And so then where she hit Epholomos, it's sort of, I can't really see that map, sorry, but and she has some fairly good insights, but basically at the time she was a kind of pre-teen. She was about 11 years old, 12 years old when she escaped, and her mum is not, neither of them have powers particularly, and they're not fighters at all. So she did a lot of hiding. So what she does is this is very exciting music, fun times music.
Was it not whimsical, going through the blood in the sands? Was it not whimsical and fun?
I mean, it's kind of like, it will not surprise you to hear that the ground is like a kind of barren, sandy rock kind of surface that is a deep kind of red black kind of color and gets really hot during the day. And I remember running past like a whole field of like poles with skeletons hanging from them, and there were like lots of noises that we hid from, and there were like blobby things with arms that just ended in spikes, so those were good to like avoid.
Apparently it's real spooky.
It's very spooky, and you don't want to drink the water because you will turn into a monster, basically. And
Like being in Canvey Island.
Mm-hmm.
That was me, not Hiraeth, obviously.
So you want to be careful about breathing because the dust is really bad, and you want to not drink the water, and you want to be careful where you you just have to be careful about everything, because anything that lives in that environment will try and kill you. There's no friendly thing there at all. And we went in a straight line. We knew if we could work out what west was, that we just have to keep running west. And there are no roads, there are no paths. It's just, a kind of alien landscape. Occasionally there are portals into either a hell or the Shadowfell. They just kind of pop up. So sometimes you get monsters from the Shadowfell, like bad vampires and things like that. Kind of shadow creatures, like little kind of like sea creatures and stuff. I don't think I'm being overly helpful, but then it was maybe a decade ago.
It's not helpful because we can do research on shadow creatures and stuff, and
Yeah, I suppose we now know to avoid them.
Yeah, and we can
avoid everything. You're going to not make any friends there. There's no talking your way out of any situation. If you see something, it's going to kill you, so try and kill it first, or hide, or run away, or something.
I mean, it's just great information, really. I think that's plenty, especially considering how long ago it was that you were there, and the situation. I think that's plenty of information.
I mean, look, here's my memory of it. We didn't camp. We just kept going, and it took us days, and that's the thing that nearly killed us in the end, was that we didn't stop or sleep or anything. We just kept going. But we will probably have to camp, so we have to work out how we're going to do that in a safe way. And we want to kind of maybe get clothing that will be appropriate, kind of like a hell desert kind of clothing.
Desert clothing I've got loads of, and I can, when if we go to Quillar first, I can, I can get marmos. I can get, or maybe not marmos, because they I don't really like that idea, but there's Lydia, I can't remember their names. What the big fucking camel moose bastards.
So fucking close to calling them a queef, but they're called a creef.
Yeah, so there's a creefs, which are these big sand animals that we can ride, and they're a bit hardier, so they'll go closer, and they'll do a lot better. Marmos are it's just sort of, they're sand dwellers. They ain't going where the sand gets tough
You know, because there wasn't when I was there. We want something that would be really helpful because we can't bamf in there, right? What would be really helpful is to try and find if there are anything that is between, like right on the edge, like a way station between.
Yeah.
So we can go from Kuala to there and then leave our mounts there to walk the rest. That would because otherwise we're going to just be leaving the Hiraeth in the desert.
That's a good point. Like maybe that's some research we can do about like stations and like places in between Quillar and Amir and Avos that like would be safe enough for us to leave. Yeah, I think that's a really good point, Emma. That's a really good.
I mean, are there any towns that are close enough for that kind of thing that you know of?
The thing is that I don't think they'll be functioning towns, right? Because
a certain way out of the desert is basically no man's land. Like there's no like vegetation.
It's quite a nomadic
resources.
country. Yeah.
There's no resources that are worth stopping for, and like most of the people that move through are like opportunists, like trying to like scavenge something they think might be worth money, but they're like really like putting it all on the line.
There is a little bit of there is one trail through that goes to the Khotan Empire on the other side, and so there are rangers that can do it, and I just imagine that there might be like a way station on either side, near to where the country starts, where those kind of very rugged people might stop before they kind of make the journey properly.
Yeah, that's a good. I think that's something we should look into. I think that's good. I think we were way off like being ready for it though, and
oh yeah, for sure.
Also, don't tell Agatha, but I think maybe we should all go on holiday beforehand, just because like I get the feeling that Agatha's maybe never had a holiday. And like, I wouldn't want to take her to her first time away from Solaria being somewhere just like so rotten.
She'd never leave the city again if that was like.
It would just be absolutely. So I think maybe at some time, maybe there's like some time in the calendar that we can like maybe book one of my dad's resorts or something, like villas or something, and like
oh
we
my
can just
god,
like
that would be
have, like,
so
a week
cool
or something, like relaxing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
I'll send a letter to Violet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Violet. So just so we can spend like a week, just so that Agatha doesn't think that's what everything outside of Solaria is, 'cause
Yeah.
that might be a lot.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Kind of bonding before we all die would be good as well.
Yeah, and like maybe we don't die.
There's always a chance.
Yeah, like you never really know, and I think sometimes a roll of the dice is it's worth doing if you believe in yourself and you can make the most of whatever the outcome is.
Yeah.
I actually don't even think we will die, so.
That's very optimistic.
I'm yet to die, so.
Right. All evidence suggests that I can't die, so.
We're all immortal until proven otherwise.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
that.
Why not try and prove the rule?
Well.
Would we, just out of interest, is there like a backup plan so that we don't die, or?
Just be really good is
Yeah.
the main kind of backup plan, I think, is just be really, really good.
It's sort of
Well,
like make sure plan A goes right is plan
I
B.
mean, with this cloister, that's a given, right?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
if plan A stops going well and we revert to plan B is do plan A again but better. I think is probably because I don't, based on what other people want to do, I don't think there's anything that can win the Golden Griffin Cup unless we do this. 'Cause
It's bigger than going into the most dangerous place on the continent.
Yeah, pretty much, because
I
there's
think so.
so basically someone else has gone, oh, we're going to go to the most dangerous place on the continent, and so now it's sort of like set a bar that anyone who doesn't do that. Also, don't tell anyone else that 2 groups are doing that, because like someone's going to go, I'm going to climb to the top of Mount Solaire and like see if it was secretly a volcano or something. And it's like, that's just not going to cut it, my guy. It's just absolutely not. Nah.
I'm gonna make a diorama of a volcano.
Yeah, they're gonna make a diarrhea of a volcano, and it's just
Exactly.
it's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I thank you for giving us the information that you did. I have no idea. There is just simply no context to anything that you've just said to me geographically. So I might just study up on.
Maybe.
She immediately like pulls out of the backpack that she carries around a bunch of maps and just hands them over like rolls of maps, and it's like, okay, so here's like this is the big whole of the empire, and then this one is Meridian, this one is Epholemos, and this one you don't need this
where I
one.
live. Look right here, Quillar. That's where my house is.
Right.
And this one is like Drashan, but you don't really need to know, but it's kind of nice. It's really cool there. And this one is Telespia, or, there's different ways of pronouncing it, but I say Telespia, and lots of like little islands. And this one, you just basically, you will kind of be able to work it out.
Okay, great.
And you've just got this like big bundle of papers. I just really like maps. I think they're cool.
Kind of like looking at all of these maps, trying to kind of...
It's like what a bird would see if a bird, like, and I think, imagine if you had a bird's eyes, you had some kind of view that a bird's eyes have, or something. I also think maybe at some point we should schedule some, like, do you think maybe we could ask one of the club tutors if they could, or someone to tutor us on fighting, or something, like, I think we need to work, because we need to go fight these beetles and whatnot, which is fine. Like, I think we'll do that fine. But, like, I think maybe we need to practice working together, like...
Oh, working together. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, not like...
Is that something that we're taught here?
Well, fighting? I assume that's happening in your class.
Well, yeah, no, it's individually. For sure. But
I think it'd probably be something... I mean, it's something we're meant to learn in this class. Why don't we ask Elos?
Yeah?
Yeah... Yeah,
but like it's end of class now, so we'll have to do it another time. But
rad.
I think having like just a training session and just seeing what everyone's capable of, and like just so we know, because like like if you're going to be a team, you need to know everything about each other.
Yeah.
Like the feedback that we got from the last thing was like we're not really like this yet, so we have to kind of work on that.
Speaking of, can I just say how proud I am that Agatha has missed an entire study session.
She's a fucking rebel. She doesn't give a fuck about anything or anyone.
She's actually, like, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, because, like, go Agatha and, like, total support or whatnot, but she has gone to go do some extracurricular studying.
Okay,
what she does with her rebel time.
Listen, that's fine. Look, if Agatha's being her true, authentic self, then I've got no bad word to say about it.
Listen, she is bucking the system, and I appreciate that for her.
It's like pure anarchy.
Yeah, sorta. Yeah. In a way.
Okay, well, it's lunchtime, so let's do that.
Oh, shall we keep? I mean, do we start keeping an eye on?
Yeah, let's definitely.
Now?
And don't forget, you have to go and find Agatha, because your team Ags, and Sunny, your team Nevma.
Team Hags and Team Never. Nevi.
How do I? This is
Nevmer.
This place is huge. I mean,
you've got to you've got to find her. Anyway, let's go to lunch.
I just start sprinting down the halls trying to find her.
Speed. Got to do it the Hiraeth way. Full speed, causing a massive distraction.
Just students flying.
Hiraeth steps on 3 familiars. What was that?
3 of them going, your mother will be hearing of this.
It is on your way to secondary, and Nevma after lunch, that is, unless Agatha, I'm assuming that you kind of meet up. You go to lunch once you've got your familiar.
Yeah. I think I go to lunch and then I'm just sitting, looking most of the time.
Peeping.
And it is on the way out that suddenly you get like your hand is tugged, and Nevma just is like looking at you, and she like peels off and just starts like slinking through the hallways.
Can I see who she's heading towards?
Roll persuasion, roll perception. What is skills, guys? What is
skills? Who knows? That's okay. It's 11 on the dice. What's perception? Yeah, 15. 15.
You can't see.
Cool. I'm gonna head that way though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head that way. In fact, I'm gonna try. If she's doing sneaky, I'm gonna try and get ahead of her, but not like. I'm gonna try. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get ahead of her, and I'm gonna message her and be like, "Just tell me when to stop, so I can block them from getting past." And basically, I'm just gonna keep walking past people in the hope that I'm gonna be ahead of someone, and then I can basically like stop and go whoa or something. I don't know yet. I want to get past them to sort of like sheepdog them around.
You mime dropping books.
You try and get ahead of her, but every time you think that you've done quite you've moved really quickly and you're like, oh, now I'm ahead, you turn to look back at her and she is already like 3 steps ahead of you, like against the wall. The only reason why you can see her is because she is like this against the wall while everyone else is just walking calmly by.
I'm gonna cast Bless on me, her, and Pash because it's 3.
And
look, just tell me whatever you need, but you've got this. And like,
I kind of feel like this is going to be so much fucking fun, and I kind of feel like don't do anything unless you think I'm going to fuck it up. But actually, I reckon this. I just think I can do it.
Never. You've just got to be your true self, and I absolutely believe.
I got to be my true self, honey.
True self. You
got
got
to be.
You totally got this. Do whatever you need to do. Like, you got this.
And the two of you are actually. She's seen somebody walk into a classroom, and you're like either side of the door, and you both like pop your heads round the door jamb to like look, and somebody is like very much first in, very early for a class in. You're kind of on the first floor of the school, and it's one of those corridors that's just classroom, and as you look into the classroom, it's just like every other fucking one. Pictures on the walls, desks, all like 9 tables neatly lined up, and a row of windows along one side. And there's this like human man who you can only see the back of him. Human man who has a kerchief out of his back pocket, and he turns around, steps backwards, like in one step onto the edge of the there's like tables that run round the edge of the classroom, and looks at Nevma and goes, "Let's go, girl," and jumps from the window, and she goes, "I'm fucking coming," and dives out of the window as well.
Oh shit, I'm going. I am looking out of the window.
Pash jumps.
No!
You see that the person who stepped out and jumped is like twisting round and like lands almost like there wasn't. How do I describe that?
Crumpled on the floor.
They land very delicately and lightly, almost like they weren't going full speed. And but Nevma, on the other hand, like tucks into
blessed.
a roll.
She's blessed.
Yeah, she's rolled pretty well. It's Nevma, she always does. She tucks into a roll, but it's like slightly clumsier, and she goes on like 5 roly-polies to like splay out starfish, and then tucks round, sees him, and she's almost like in the kind of position at the start of a race, and they catch eyes, and then you just see them both sprint off.
How far down's the drop?
It's the second floor, so it's maybe 15 feet-ish.
She's got a good line of sight. Like he's not running into a crowd, is he?
No, it's kind of a straight race from here out, and he's not trying to be sneaky. It's just, and you can see that, like, in fact, as they're running off, you hear from him, he's going, wee, and she's going, oh my authentic self.
I'm gonna climb down and like follow at a safe pace. Like once I get to the ground, I will run, but I'm diving out the window. I'm
going to say this: you're climbing down with a bulldog around your shoulders. By the time you got down and you like look around, there's sort of nothing to be seen.
It's going to head in that direction they went. Yeah,
head in that direction. I'm just going to do a couple of rolls to see how well she does.
Don't forget bless. Don't forget bless.
That's you.
But don't forget bless is the cleric equivalent of I've got dark vision.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of get mum.
You're blessed. You're blessed. Don't forget you're blessed. Don't forget you're blessed. Roll bless. Don't forget your D4.
You walk around and you're sort of aware of the fact that your secondary class will have probably about started.
Yeah.
It's maybe like 20-25 minutes later. And you're just starting to feel like they could have gone anywhere by now. And from round the corner, Pnevma comes. She's got like a scrape down her face, but she's holding on tight to a kerchief. She's like, I fucking got it.
You did it, and you did it.
I fucking did it.
You did it. Never did it.
I fucking did it. I absolutely ran into a wall and just.
Oh, no. Can I put my hand on her cheek and cure wounds?
Oh, well, that's fresh.
It's okay. It's gonna feel better. 14 hit points.
Wow.
Nice. That's plenty.
She took 1 hit point.
She got
It's all about the flavour, guys. I keep casting spells that have very little mechanical effect, but it's about the flavour.
It's about the flavor.
No, you did it.
She's up.
You did it.
He's really cool. I think I know him from gymnastics. But like,
he just stepped out that window like it's nothing.
He's not afraid of anything. I'm really glad he's like a member. That's gonna be fucking sick to be in a club with him.
You can
like,
learn the thing that he did, where he didn't hit
just
the ground
like
quite hard.
Jumping out of windows is fucking cool. I think I've got a new favorite thing.
just it's do you know it's called defenestrating.
That sounds like a kind of dermatological thing, which I guess it is in the end.
Defenestration is when you throw someone out a window.
Oh, right.
So it would be like auto-defenestration or something.
You're more book smart than you like to let on to people,
No,
aren't you?
I've been around people that like, do stuff.
Throw through windows.
Yeah, like one of my dad's friends, he's a big bloke, like real big bloke, but he loves to read. Like he's full of them like 5 gold words he is, right? But he is also the person that would throw you out a window if you start acting up.
Very interesting people.
I'm sure you do too.
We're extremely late for class. I don't want to get you into trouble.
Oh no, it'd be fine. Because it's monastic and it's just mostly just either sitting still or hitting stuff, and like I can switch off with no problem, so I'm doing quite well.
Okay.
Just sort of turn that bad boy off. But yeah, we should go. We should like hurry. I'm so proud of you though, especially
Thank you.
You did it as Never, like you didn't do it no one else's way.
Like I don't think we're supposed to go right away back to the place. But also I don't want to leave it too late in case like, I don't know, something happens and then it's past midnight. But like we're like part of a cool society. Anyway, cool, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Do a hurried walk back to.
Nice. So we got secondary.
I'm assuming I didn't find Agatha.
No, you did because Agatha joined you for lunch. So Agatha found you.
Yeah.
We killed 8 familiars on the way to the lunch walk, but.
But Hiraeth, you are about to step into secondary, which is conjuration, and you are stopped just outside of the classroom by a slim, elegant, elven woman with like short dark hair and a little pink beret, like raspberry colored beret. And she just pulls you to one side to speak to you.
Hi.
Hiraeth, right?
Oh shit! Wait, what? What? Huh? It is.
Oh,
I'm
pleasure
sorry,
to meet you. I'm Guinevere Gallandel.
Guinevere.
You can call
That's
me
a-
Gwen.
I'll call you all that, whatever you prefer being called.
Whatever you
Gwen?
like.
Gwen it is. What can I do for you, Gwen?
Well. Wait.
You're nailing it.
You're smashing it.
Super good.
Smashing it.
I'm sorry. Well, Hiraeth, I noticed you're doing conjuration.
Yeah, sorry, I've just seen the picture change on the. I've just seen the. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
It's fascinating. That's all. Going Welsh. I'm sorry.
What the class or the fact that I'm doing it?
No, the fact that you're taking conjuration. I thought you were doing credence.
I am. It's a long story as
Do
to
you wanna
why
chat
I'm
about it?
now.
Sure. Or later. Whichever.
Can I insight this?
You can. There's like
fucking randomer?
your conjuration master, called Master Peg, who is a gnome woman, sees Gwen and like waves at her and then shuts the door, like accepting that you're talking to Gwen. And but yeah, you can roll insight on Gwen.
Yeah. I'm fully shook. I'm fully shook at this. That's a 16.
I mean, what do you think, Gwen? What do you think can be perceived by a 16 about the way that you're approaching Hiraeth? What's her kind of body language?
She's very straightforward. There's nothing malicious or pointed, or there's no like bad vibes. But I think the thing you get is like this person wants to talk to me, and I don't know why, but they want like this isn't like a oh hi, this is a
I'm
There's always
interested.
a bit of it. Yeah, there's an intensity to Gwen that's like she carries with her everywhere.
yeah.
For sure.
Especially when it comes to magic and the arcane.
Look, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, Gwen, but some of my reasoning is very personal. There was something that happened at this school that I don't know whether you're aware of.
Right.
That led to my being here. Something conjuration based. And I would frankly be delighted to learn a bit more about the skill.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you so that's why you're here, in response to whatever it was that happened.
In a way, yeah.
Oh. And if you don't mind me asking, is it to learn, or is it for some kind of revenge?
I think Hiraeth does do a bit of a double take kind of thing at that. It's like we're just getting right into that. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And Kaz is always telling me off. Sorry, we should do this small chit chat. I'm not good at it. I don't like to waste people's time,
No, it's okay. I appreciate that. Look, I was offered up the opportunity to come and spend some time in this realm and it's. I suppose it's that time is mine to do with what I will.
Oh, okay.
Is how it was posed to me. How I wish to spend it is to find a bit more about what brought me here. You know.
All right.
I'm sorry. Are you?
Oh,
You take this class or?
yeah. I am. Well, I would say I'm the best conjuration wizard here.
Interesting.
Yeah. So maybe we can help each other, because I can help you with conjuration and, I have questions of my own.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hiraeth, with your passive insight, there is not. She is telling the absolute truth. She is the best conjuration wizard in the school.
For sure. I love that self-confidence. Okay, amazing. I would like that, Gwen.
Wonderful.
That would be good.
Maybe I can, buy you a drink or something?
For sure. I know a fantastic little spot.
Alright.
Now or later?
Whatever you want. We can go now, later.
I mean, it certainly looks like the teacher, the professor is okay with me not being in the class currently. So
Yeah.
I
And
would-
if I'm honest, I would prefer now.
Okay. Let's go.
Right. Okay.
So there's this fantastic little place called it's a fantastic place. It does great mead.
Alright,
and-
okay. I'll let you lead the way. We
Fantastic.
can, we can walk and talk.
Of course. I suppose, what is it exactly that you're looking to find out?
Straight to the point. I like it. Well, you're from the Feywild, and
That I am.
studied so much conjuration, and yet I still don't 100% know how it works. And I thought you might be able to tell me something.
DM, is this like state secret type level, or is it kind of?
No. In your when you were kind of when everything was being kind of collected together and getting ready to bring you here, you were never told not to tell anyone anything. So
Cool.
there is no secret about it. It's just that for what I think what you're starting to realize, considering where we are, you've been here nearly a month now, and you've been in secondary perhaps 5, 6, 7, 8 days, is that all these agreements that were made so long ago for mortal people
Yeah.
that is not something that is needed to be taught to people.
Okay.
That piece of information doesn't need to be handed down. It's just like, learn this spell, and that's the thing that gets handed down. Whereas for immortal people, these were agreements that were done by your parents or your grandparents or whatever. It's much more within lifetimes that this has happened.
Okay. So I sort of look around to you and sort of say, how much is it that you do know, just so that I'm not boring you to tears?
I know that there are certain rules, I guess, or certain. The spells are longer than they need to be. I know that much.
Longer.
Right, yeah. Like, there's clauses in it, like in a contract.
I apologize. I'm not speaking on behalf of the more magical aspects of the spells. I couldn't tell you much about that per se, but I suppose I could tell you a little bit about the history of of how your summoning works?
That would be great, yeah. I'm all
Uh,
ears.
Okay. Well, after the Accords, summoning was relatively. Please interrupt me if I say anything wrong. By the way, Lydia.
Yeah, if you don't feel confident, just let me know and I'll help out.
After the Accords were struck, as I'm sure you're aware, summoning was an issue between the two realms. Possibly more so for your side than for ours. But sometimes our people were summoned from their day-to-day lives and forced into servitude by the more powerful of your kind. And unfortunately, when it came to the other way around, the ending was somewhat more bloody for your kind when they were summoned to the Fae, generally speaking. So clauses had to be put in place. From your side, you were strictly prohibited to summon the.
Can you tell?
The rules on summoning were restricted fairly heavily, and from our side, we made it a sort of punitive system. Those of my kind who were found guilty of crimes serious enough to be punished were imprisoned and forced into servitude to pay their debt to society. They're taken to, I don't know whether you know anything about the provinces, I apologize, but yeah.
I do, yeah.
Fantastic. So they tended to be taken to Night Province.
Right, okay.
And
Darkness.
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 They would be taken to darkness, of which we know even us in the Dawn Court were not entirely privy to everything that happened there, and they were imprisoned to, as I say, pay their debt to our society. So, generally speaking, whenever anyone brings a Fae being into the realm, that tends to be where they're from. Makes it very funny when lots of first years are carrying around and hugging their little scruffles or toodles or what have you.
So can I just get this straight? So
Of course. I'm not one for explaining things. I apologize. I tend to just kind of
you're doing great.
let it go.
So the Fae beings I summon or conjure, they're prisoners?
Of a sort. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lydia.
Yeah.
Is it kind of it's this or full like lockdown
What it is,
kind of thing?
What it is, if you'll allow me,
Please.
that
This in an American accent.
Incarcerated Fae are sent to the province of darkness, and those that are considered, it's kind of like there's a contingent of those prisoners, ones that have proven themselves, ones that are obviously for people like Hiraeth, this is all rumor, because once somebody goes to the province of darkness, they're never heard of again. But as you would be taught as a child of the Fae in your classes at school, people that earn the right are given the privilege of being part of the summoning program, essentially, where you can, it's a little bit like day release, but without going anywhere. You are then the people who get their souls and their consciousnesses like pulled from their flesh sacks and put in cute little hawks and owls and stuff to be, to kind of go on adventures with people. And that is fun. It's like, and they get to have not freedom because they have to do exactly what the wizard tells them to do. They don't have kind of free will, but they do get to live a life that's outside of the cell or the prison that is the province of darkness.
I explain all of that.
Oh. I understand.
This is the Apony, by the way. I don't know whether you've been here before.
I think I've been here a couple of times.
Uh-huh. Inside check. To know if oh, it's a nat 20. Why? Why is it? To know if you hate it or not.
I'll say within that 20, you get that Gwen has been here before, but Gwen's not saying it like in a lying way.
Yeah.
I'd say you get more that she's not lying about anything, but she is just kind of like...
It's just not really my vibe.
It's not even that she dislikes it, it's just... do you know what it is? It's a bit of a condescending of like, yeah, I remember when I was in my first year and I thought I found a key place. Like,
Yeah.
And,
Okay,
and
cool.
you like, I found a place, and it's like, yeah.
This is such a cute like indie like pub, and it's just slug and lettuce, and it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I've been here before.
They do fantastic mead here. We kind of know the staff. It's
Oh, do you?
quite cool. It's quite cool.
that's
Can I get you a glass of something?
Oh, I would.
Mel
love tea.
approaches and goes, Gwen, as usual, your hat's amazing. Not seen you in a while.
Thanks, Melanie. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good actually. I'm about to
Could I
get
get
some...
a tea, please?
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Thanks.
She trots off really quickly.
I would also like a. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Is that kind of the information that you were looking for, or?
Yeah, I guess it was, yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, I'm happy to be of service.
It's interesting, Makes a lot of sense. As I said, I'm a conjuration wizard, and I like to have a little chat with the spirits I conjure, and I found a couple that are quite bloodthirsty, actually. So they're quite good in a fight, and I guess that makes a lot of sense that they're
It would.
incarcerated.
Yeah. I mean, as I say, I'm not sure I would really necessarily know any of them by name, but yeah, I mean, some of our people can be, and I'm sure that those who are incarcerated in the darkness are even more so. So,
Can I insight check Hiraeth?
Yeah, of course you can. I'm loving this when it's like somebody now, the two players that suddenly they're new to each other and they don't trust each other.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
weird,
a
man.
player that isn't part of the party, we've never experienced this before.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
Cool.
Gwen's trying to pick up on his vibe, like talking about all this stuff, whether it's like, oh, it's a sore topic, we actually really hate that we get summoned, or if it's like, I don't know.
For sure.
Away from
I
you,
think-
because, I mean, yeah, Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't seem to be particularly hiding that part of what you're saying.
No, for sure. It's. I mean, you can for sure tell that it's a bit of a,
So-
it's a bit of a sore subject for Hiraeth. But I suppose if it's kind of, a prolonged insight check, I don't think he necessarily speaks about darkness in any way that matters.
Right.
It's more about the summoning itself, kind of thing. It's.
Yeah.
You know the backstory.
Okay.
But yeah.
Mel comes back with a tray of tea and puts it down, and says, Gwen, you've not been in here for ages. Did you get everything you wanted the last time you were here? You know, when you were like vibing with the walls and everything.
Yeah, I did. Thank you, Mel.
Just,
Yeah.
you know, just in case I could. I know I asked you a couple of times when you were here before, like, could I help with anything? And you told me to go away. But you know, if there's anything.
Yeah. Do you remember what I told you last time?
Yeah, all right, I'll go. Bye.
All right.
Could I get a no?
There are like 2 cups, like.
Oh, okay. She's usually so much chattier.
Oh, is she? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, for sure. So vibing with walls, huh?
Well, you know.
No, no, I don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
Huh?
I thought it's why you're here. Is it not?
I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Vibing with walls?
Yeah. What happened to this place? Tom, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I mean,
look, if it's
the
too
fucking
much-
demeanor. I think he's fully just sort of stuck in that kind of vibing with walls. Ah. Yeah, well, who am I to who am I to assume you didn't know?
You weren't to know. You're new here. You don't know.
How much of it do you know?
Most of it.
And what about the person who made it all happen?
Which one are you talking about?
I think I made myself clear.
I assume you're not talking about the barmaid.
I'm not.
Okay. Then what of him? What do I make of him?
Yeah?
He's clever, intuitive, was probably the closest thing I had to arrival at this school. But now he's not in my class. Because whatever happened here.
Wait, hold on. He's not in conjuration
No.
anymore?
And he was good at it. Not as good as me, you know, but he was good.
Okay.
And what
And
did you make of
what
him?
was I assume that was his punishment.
I assume so as well.
I think Hiraeth sits there for a second and just kind of takes that in. I don't know whether it's with kind of, I don't know what emotion necessarily you would pick up, but I think there's just a very slight kind of loosening of tension in his shoulders as he kind of mulls everything over. And he kind of sees you watching and comes back to himself for a second and goes, so I first year here, I hear lots of things about Gwen and a Cass and a Moira and a
Dom.
Oh, his name's Dominic.
and a Dominic. Tell me, what does it take to be a winner of the Golden Griffin Cup, outside of what we already know?
Be your best. And be better than everyone else.
I
think Gwen and Nevma would get on really well.
Yeah, 100%. I don't have the answer. I don't have the quest for you to go solve. I don't have.
Oh, that's okay. I don't worry. I wasn't asking for you know.
Jeez.
What does that being said, we're planning on going into the blood in the sands. Is that what it's called?
Right.
For just a little, just a little hop, skip, and a jump.
Sure.
How does that sound to you? Does that sound worthy?
Well, you've accidentally asked a very, very good person, actually.
That sounds like it's stupid and idiotic, but probably your best shot at winning the Golden Griffin Cup.
Now that was an answer.
Oh, I'm glad
Gwen.
I could be of help.
That was significantly helpful. Thank you ever so much.
And how are you getting there? What's your plan for?
I don't know. I don't know this place. I have absolutely no clue.
Okay.
I was just sent here because well, I was just sent here.
You were just sent here.
Just sent here.
Do you want to be here?
I mean, sure.
Insight check that. At the school, yes. Having this conversation, no. 16.
Not sure. I think part it's a mixed bag. Hiraeth, is genuinely happy to be here, but why that is kind of not as simple as it seems, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, who doesn't want to go to Salaria?
I mean, not everyone, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, that's just past Tom.
So many in-jokes, guys.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad.
If it's any consolation, chat, I don't know either.
For
Mickey was the only one
Gwen
that
did
wasn't
not
part
want
of
to
that.
go to this school. Gwen wanted to go to the other school, and she couldn't get in. Look, I'm honestly not here to grill you, and I don't know what. I don't know if you're here to do something to Kai, or like, I don't know if you're here to get revenge on what happened, but magic is dangerous here. Mistakes happen, and I am truly sorry for what happened. But is that what you're after? Some sort of...
Pete, can I get a mead, please?
Oh yeah, sure. She puts the mug up and
Cool.
a well-fingered mead.
Look, I'm gonna level with you because I think you're nice and far more capable than most.
I'll take the second one, thanks.
I It was never my intention, nor the people who sent me, was it their intention to get revenge. It just so happened that it fell in my lap, and for a while, I wanted it. If he can't do it again, if there's absolutely no way that he will do it again, then my vendetta is over. Do I like the guy? Fuck no. Does my best friend love him? I think she might.
Oh, good heavens.
No, Sonny
And
just
why are you
thinks-
so red?
Oh,
Sonny's sort of lukewarm on it, mate. I don't know why you got that hard on it.
was that Never girl? Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't answer that. That's between you and him.
I don't think he deserves death. For what he did. I think he deserves
anyone
to-
does, do they?
I think he
Actually,
did-
I killed the last deputy head. He definitely deserved it. No, you're right. Sometimes they do, but he was real bad.
I think he deserves to understand exactly what happened and why it can never happen again. But he doesn't deserve that. Sorry, that was a lot of truths for someone I've just met.
Look,
For a split second, you sounded like Jerry Seinfeld.
look.
That's what you're going for, right?
Yeah, it's Jerry Seinfeld all along. That's what
What's
I
the
was imagining.
deal? Is that Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
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 I don't imagine it's easy to talk about this stuff. And sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger, and I really didn't come here to grill you. I really do just if I'm being honest, you're the first person actually from the Feywild I've ever met, and I honestly do just want to get to know you because you're from the
Well-
Feywild.
Well, hey, look, Gwen, you may not want to grill me, but some of us can handle the heat. I'm more than happy.
Oh,
There's a
alright.
I
dwarf
am-
behind the bar that just goes.
Oh, I am more than happy for you to ask as many questions as you need. It's. I don't think anyone on my side will mind if I give you some information about our side.
Alright, well, how about this? I'll see if I can do you a favor, and you tell me about the Feywild sometime.
That sounds. What favor?
You'll have to wait and see.
I like that. I think that sounds good. And yeah, Hiraeth kind of overextends, putting a hand out, kind of does the full kind of mock putting a hand out kind of thing, as if to sort of do a big cartoonish kind of shake of the hand.
Gwen stands up and shakes your hand.
Tiny little electric shock.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely chatting to you, Hiraeth.
A genuine pleasure, genuine. And hey, don't be a stranger. Especially here, where the meat is so good.
Yep.
Did you hear that, Pete? Where I said where the mead is so good, Pete.
Right,
Hiraeth
yeah.
is fully going, shit, Agatha still needs fucking money.
Alright.
Wow, you make a deal with a Fey prince. It's a perfect time to skip the continent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, sick. I think
cool.
Hiraeth stays there for a bit, going, shit, like that's Beanock right there, big name on campus right there, and she's just casually sitting, chatting to little old me, and then he goes, "Fuck you talking about little old me? I'm a fucking prince of the Dawn province, for fuck's sake." Like, yeah,
Okay, cool.
fucking court. What?
No,
You
it's
did, okay,
province.
cool. It's because you went, okay, cool, and I heard it's a court, and I went, I'm sorry. Also, that fully fucking threw me for a loop.
I'm so
Michelle
sorry, Tom.
and,
No,
never
I always
do
like
that.
to. I know it feels sneaky, Tom, but I like
know.
to plant information in other characters. If I can.
fucking love it. So here for it.
All right. Afternoon classes. Zoom on.
Can I, sorry, Lydia. Just
Yeah, of course.
in monastic, can I ask my teacher about hitting people to knock them unconscious and not, or like to restrain people and stuff? Because like, I'm just having such a hard time, because like it's like twice now that I've got into fights, and like one time I nearly killed a guy, and that was rough, but he got back up. He was a bastard, but like, you know, I didn't want him dead or nothing. And the other time it was a kid that kept like cutting us up, which was like, it was so rough.
As you're, like, literally as you're talking, he pulls what is a sort of eerily lifelike dummy forward, and just does like essentially a stunning strike, which would be like boom up against the chin, just to like really shock somebody. And then he's like, you could also try this, and he like jams two fingers in like here, and then like grabs hold of the dummy and just does the shh 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 shh.
You like that one? Can you show me that one? Can you? I'm just so like, it's just so hard, you know, because like I don't want to like hurt people, but some people need like, it's that line, you know, you're trying to toe that like line.
You are well informed that the mastering. I always think this when I look at films and I see people do the shh shh shh, is like, that takes like 6.5 minutes to do. You can't, like, it really doesn't. You can't do it the way that it happens in the films.
It fucking doesn't.
It does.
No,
it does.
I very nearly went unconscious when I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If like it fucking, I'm not like full.
To suffocate somebody.
Yeah, to fully kill
not
someone.
To suffocate. I mean, I'm talking about like making someone go unconscious. Like.
Oh
yeah, like seconds with that.
I came out of it feeling so dizzy, and I was like, smelling salts. I was like, oh, this is worse.
I've always wondered what smelling salts smell like. Anyway,
like
you are to master this stuff, to be able to pick up those moves is going to take a long time, mostly because it is that thing of hitting the sweet spot, not suffocating somebody to death, and not just like knowing and you can't, the ethics of really trying that out on living people is tricky.
I know. I reckon Hiraeth will let me. Just like Hiraeth's gonna walk into his dorm and her son is gonna be on the door.
So, but you've got the basics. You're sort of starting on your.
I'm not trying to lead anything on mechanically. That's where Sonny's head's at. Is that like he has had 2 like run-ins with like other people's mortality at his own hand, and it's stressing him out a bit.
Yeah, nice. Okay, it is after primary that your Mr. Fay trots it sort of appears outside your like primary class.
Like while I'm in primary, or is it?
No, waiting really politely, like outside the door. Didn't like go in.
All right, Mr. Fay, what'd you find? And I'm oh wait, and I'm gonna like mentally connect with Mr. Fay.
You are kind of informed, not in like a kind of voice, but in I don't know, whatever thoughts feel like. I'm not going to start.
Visuals and stuff.
Yeah. That if you go back to your cloister, there is a little goblin there.
Knew it.
Okay. Okay.
They don't have a handkerchief. There just is a little goblin there, and Mr. Fay thought you should know.
That's Bing Bong.
There's a goblin there. You should kill it.
This cat's now just going to walk you around the school going, that's fucking cool, isn't it? We don't have that. This is fucking cool, isn't it?
There's a dragonborn there.
Oh, that one's got horns.
Just points at the sun. We don't have that.
Hey, mate. There's a book in your hand.
Oh no. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay, I think I need everyone's help for this. Can I group up and find everyone? Or is it like Big Bong's there now and I should just go now?
You don't know. You could miss the opportunity.
Right.
You could use that information just to know that Bing Bong has one, but then the longer you leave it, the more likely somebody else will get it.
She's
And
not her.
you don't know where I mean, you do basically know if they're where they're meant to be. Hiraeth will be in Credence, because this is after primary.
Yeah.
You could go to their classes, but it takes time. It's all the way over different parts scattered around the school.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all in it's not as if we're doing different subclasses either. We're like fully just completely separate.
Okay. Then.
The cat's like turns around and look.
Oh, I follow. I assume Mr. Fay is going towards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going.
That's what this episode is all about. Is people going.
See this. Corridor.
Okay. Just so you know my plan, because Agatha doesn't really have much of a plan in terms of like she doesn't have spells to help with a lot of stuff, but her plan is to go in, make sure Bing Bong's in the cloister, and then cast Arcane Lock on the door so she can't get out. It's me and Bing Bong in this cloister.
Yes, here we
16
go.
minutes.
Level 3 wizard versus level 7 bard. Who wins? Who wins? Who wins?
Right, fist.
Okay, but her plan is to try and do it all as stealthily as possible.
Okay. Okay. So you make your way to Far High Wing, Cloister Dodeca, the door. Please roll stealth for me.
Can I just not?
Why did you roll it?
13.
Okay.
She rolled into a dice tray and it hit the dice tray once, bounced out into her pile of dice.
You open that door so slowly and you step in, and Bing Bong's door is just ever slightly ajar, and creeping in the main part of the cloister, you just hear her voice coming from her room, kind of giggling. You know what's gonna get me? You step up. You step up to her door, I'm assuming.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Mr. Fay stay by the door.
Mm-hmm.
So if she tries to make a run for it, I can cast Arcane Lock through Mr. Fay.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm calling this cat Mr. Fay, but it's sticking.
Yep. You keep saying it.
And I'm gonna creep.
Yeah.
To Bing Bong's door.
What you see as you like look around the door is she's securing. She's like, she hasn't completely got her back to you, but she's also not completely to the side, and she's fastening her one-man band stuff to her, and she's like giggling to herself because this is the coolest idea ever, because nobody's going to be able to get to her pocket. And can you just do one last stealth for me?
Yeah.
You just hear from outside of the cloister, door.
13.
It's never gonna get old.
No.
What'd you get? 13.
Another 13, yeah. I'm gonna roll a different die.
She's like putting the straps. She's like got all her kind of leg bells attached, and she's just like putting a like tuba type thing on her shoulders and like fastening the straps. And then she just turns to you and goes, "No, wait. And she like casts invisibility, and the whole one-man band thing disappears.
Don't leave her.
I'm gonna,
And you just hear like the jingling noise as she's like running around her room.
I'm gonna shut the door behind me and cast arcane lock on it.
Wait, we can.
Bing Bong, is everything all right?
The door, like, are you standing by the door?
Yeah, I'm standing by the door. Arcane lock is still on it. And I would like to try and grapple her.
It's like a fucking jar of bells falling down a set of stairs. Like it's just
Oh, where are you?
shit getting knocked off shelves by the half tuba that she's just attached to herself.
I just want to thank you, Lydia. Like, Bing Bong is fully just the gift that keeps on giving. Like, really brilliant.
You weren't saying that when she didn't cast invisibility on herself to help you get in there.
Wait. Let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you something. And she like tries to shove you to get the door open.
No, I'm
It's
grappling
doing
her
a
to the
post
floor.
grapple.
I want to try and like sit on her so she can't move, and then I'll just wait until she gives me the. Oh, that's good. That's
Who carries around a one-man band
I
outfit
know.
all day? She's got strength, surely.
That's 22.
Oh, she got a dirty 20. So you just feel her really try and shove you to get through the door, and then you just hear the kind of as you sit on her. and her invisibility like pops out, and she's like, no, wait, let me tell you something, no, Agatha, let me tell you something, no, wait.
Right, you tell me it while I'm just doing this, okay? I'm really sorry, and I'm just gonna start
No.
like. God,
I'll do it before I tell you something, Agatha.
tell me then. I'm sitting here. You're not getting off.
She like looks at you for a second and she goes, best of 3 mage hand thumb wars, yeah?
No, and I try and get the.
Can you do I tell you what, do the equivalent of attack roll rather than it being
Okay,
opposed.
Thank you.
Okay, let me tell you something.
No. Wait.
17.
Yeah, there's like a moment where you're trying to get your hand like in amongst the contraption that she's wearing, like through like around tubes and through straps and stuff to get to the underside of her, and she's doing quite a lot of like flapping, hitting you.
I'm
But-
used to this with Mel.
But you are practiced,
I know
and
this.
and you are sitting on her, and eventually you get the thing, and she goes, yes, you're so fucking good at this, welcome,
Well-
your bottom. Yes.
Great job, Bing Bong. You did great. You did. Oh my god.
Congratulations!
I just like lay down next to her, like holding it so
Oh,
heavy, just like.
God, I didn't really think it through as much as I thought I had. I thought I had a foolproof plan.
It was a good plan. It was a very good plan. I just sometimes not everything can be solved with magic, it seems.
Well, you got to get yourself to the old place.
Oh, do I need to go there now?
Well, you can go there. You know, I think go there wherever you want and speak to Athra. That's gonna be. I tell you what, when I had my kind of interview thing, it's kind of, you know, that's the interesting part.
Wait,
you know,
there's an
basically,
interview?
we kind of already know who we want, and this is just a bit of fun to kind of get for you to kind of get to know. It's just like a little game to get to know us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good day.
It's been fun, and then I guess like well, I won't spoil it. Go see Athra.
All right. Are you not coming, or?
Oh, well, I'll come and everything, but when you speak to Athra, it's all like alone.
All right. Can you give me any advice? I don't do well in like interviews. I've
Oh
never
no, it's
had
not one of those things that you can. It's not like a test that you can
okay.
pass. There's not like information that you need. It's just more like, it's like a deep vibe check, you know.
Right. What if I fail the vibe check?
No. Well.
No.
Then I guess. Then you'll not remember any of this, but I don't think that you will. You know, there was a couple of people in last year who didn't pass that last bit.
All right, but why? Like, what did they do? I don't want to do that.
It's more just kind of like, you know, there's some people who are a bit like, oh, a secret society, and then they kind of get to then they go into the room with whoever's head of the society, and then they kind of realize they're not a good fit. And so it's not like I failed, it's like I don't want to help the needy. You know, that's not actually what I kind of want to do.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I hope I didn't break anything. I'm really sorry if I did.
Oh no, it's kind of like you know, I go into battle with this thing. It's been, you know, heavier persons than yourself have tried to crush me in here. It's you know, it's better than plate mail. Not as, you know, it's even less stealthy though, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Better than plate mail.
And I undo the arcane locks.
AC 25.
Open door.
Oh,
And then I'll go find the others and head and be like, I've got it. Like,
Brilliant. Okay, the lot of you now have your kerchiefs,
Yeah.
and you head back to the spot from the time before, and it feels weird going back there now because it's broad daylight. But you kind of go to that spot and you realize you wouldn't know how to conjure the door in the way that the other people had when they were hooded people. But, you know, you put your hand up to the rock and you realize that it is false terrain. It is like an illusion that of what it was.
It's just like, oh, what? Oh no! It's like a hole.
And you are plunged into that dark corridor.
I have to say, this is ever so cool. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. How's everyone feeling about it? You guys all still like feeling good about it?
yeah, I think they help people, right? Like,
This is kind of the most cool way that we can do what I came here wanting to do. Is it's like the elite squad for exactly what I wanted to do. So
Yeah, I'm
I hope they're the elite squad. Like, we all got our things before even dinner.
I mean, it's not about whether or not they're the elite squad, you know. Maybe they can just help us, you know, give us the tools to be the elite squad, you know.
I mean, maybe we're the people that they were always looking for. They saw us and went, thank goodness.
Sometimes
Thank
it's
goodness.
like that.
sometimes.
When you least expect it, the person you've been looking for your whole life is just like right there, right in front of you.
Bang.
You walk into that chamber, and there's like a couple of hooded figures, but instead of the very ritualistic like circle that was the early hours of the morning, they're now just kind of standing around, and then they see you and they sort of straighten to get back into the part.
Hi.
Ah, right. Have you brought your right? And
There we go.
this tall figure steps forward. Who would like to first be interviewed?
I'll do it. It's fine. Yeah. I'll go.
This way. And you go into an adjoining room where this person pulls their hood back, and what you see, oh, my notes are all over the place. Let me just find where I put it. It is a Lydia.
Stop it.
Lydia, be nice to Lydia.
I know I typed this out. Anyway, it is a red-skinned individual and a very tidy white bob. They have long ears, but they have, they're an interesting mix because the small tusks that point up from the bottom of their mouth might tell you that and their skin tone might tell you that they're hobgoblin, but their build and their ears indicate elf, so they're somewhere but in that kind of interesting mix.
Yeah.
And her pale blue eyes fix on you. Do take a seat.
Okay. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Did you encounter any problems getting your kerchief?
No, none really. It was it sort of grabbed it when we first left. This morning, just sort of grabbed it, just sort of had it most of the day.
Janaris is just stood in the corner like, oh.
Embarrassment.
It's like Lion Cat, but just the most inconvenient.
And would you say that you want to be part of the Diamond Hands?
I mean, yeah, sure. I think that people are gonna make what they can and want to make of their lives, and I think I don't mean any disrespect, but if the Diamond Hand sounds that you lot sound well tight and that's all great, but I think I'm gonna do my best to help people with or without. But if this means it's a bit trying to go fast, I can do it better with the help of my Marmo. His name's Diller. He's actually in the stables. But I can go fast better. But I'm pretty fast if I run. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna do my best, and if you guys can help me be better than my best, or be my sort of true authentic self, then this sounds great. Do you guys want me? I know you guys grabbed me, but is this sort of I know this is sort of the test and whatnot and all that stuff because Agatha.
That's kind of what I'm trying to work out. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to ascertain from what you've just said is, if you found someone who was in need and you knew you couldn't do it alone, you asked the help of one of your fellow Diamond Hands, society members. I mean, would you even think to do that?
Yeah, sure. Like, absolutely. I've got no problems asking for help. And I think, it's important to be able to understand, what you're good at and, like, maybe what you're not so good at and going, well, I actually know loads of people. Like, I know Hiraeth, she's so strong. Like, if I had to lift something, like, heavy or something, or, like, do something like that, like, I'd definitely ask Hiraeth. Like, Never's, like, the best sneaker around. She's, like, just so cool and stuff like that. And Agatha's well smart and she's so good at research, Like, I'm going to try my best doing what I'll do, but, like, like, I think it's sort of like, it takes a village,
Right, so then I guess also I've got to ask you, let's say that you are just going about your normal day. You're not even in the school. We're talking years from now.
Okay.
And you get a call from a stranger, somebody who went to this school 50 years ago, asking for your help. Would you help?
I mean, sure, but not because they went to this school or because they're part of this organization. It just, if somebody asks for my help, I'll like do my best to give it to them. Like, I don't need like you don't need to qualify for. You need to qualify for Sunny's help. Like it's ready, free, and willing.
Right. So then I guess the most important question is, it's important that we stay a secret so that we can do the work that we do, so that we don't just become a band of mercenaries, so that we don't, things aren't corrupted.
Happens all the time with like big public organizations. Like people like to rally under like a a banner, and then it becomes a bit a lot, and you get sort of like evangelicals, and then it's just sort of like you've got to quell like the public perception of it. It's just so much.
We don't want any public perception whatsoever. So we'd like to know that you'd go to some lengths to keep it secret. I mean, that sounds threatening, and I don't want it to sound that way.
No, it didn't really sound that threatening.
Good.
No, look, I think secrets are good for people. I think at times, I think sometimes people are so keen to like reveal their secrets because like they think it will make them feel better or something. But like, actually, some like knowledge is made to be like found, not like handed out or something. Because it goes. If somebody tells you something, you might believe it, but you can't like know it. Do you know what I mean? Like you need to like see, feel, and like live that to like have that evidence. Like if I might tell you, I could say that like marmos are like well fast, and you can go cool. I believe that because Sunny told me. But you don't know it until you live it. You know what I mean?
I do kind of know what you mean. But also moving on. I get the sense from you that you're very close and loyal to your cloister mates. Now, you are a capable, confident young man, and
Appreciate you saying that. It's awful nice.
It is that kind of attitude that I think works well here, because sometimes we have issues with people who are a little bit keen to be part of secret like societies because they feel like it makes them like cooler or whatever, and actually
That's such a shame.
Right.
Because the coolest version of you is you living your authentic life, like sort of like having a handkerchief or a badge or something to make you cooler.
Yeah, and we just got to be careful that we're not like that no one just takes it too serious. I mean, like, it is to be taken seriously, but also
just sort of calm down with it, sort of thing. Like,
I mean, I just know, like, 4 years ago, somebody had a shrine that was made out of a diamond hand in their bedroom, and that's really weird, and we're not like looking for that kind of thing. Anyway, my point is this. You're great, but what if the rest of your cloister wasn't right for us? Would you still be a part of it?
It's a really interesting question, and I think, if you don't mind, I'm going to answer the question you didn't ask, but maybe you meant, which is like, am I willing to like move my loyalty? Because if we are talking about that actual question you asked, it's a moot point, because I don't know what organisation that wants to help people wouldn't want these three people. They're so spectacular and they mean so well. Like, they're so good at what they do. They're so nice. So I appreciate that, and I just wanted to kind of put that out there and just say it's sort of like a non-point, because like they're incredible people, you know. No one, Agatha, she may not have the answer to every problem, but she knows how to get the answer, you know. And like Hiraeth he can turn heads and feet, you know. He can be, you know, he can attract you or scare you away, and then we're so.
And he's turning feet. Is he breaking them?
No, like they turn and run away. I'm trying to be like colourful with my language, you know. Like I'm just trying to like.
It's very good.
Just trying to like get my point across. But further to the question you asked, like I ain't about like if you guys put your trust in me, like I appreciate that, and I'm like if it's sort of like an oath situation, you know, I'll take that seriously. But truer to the point. I don't. If there's any organisation that doesn't think that those three people are up to scratch, then they definitely don't think I'm up to scratch. And I don't think I would want to be a part of any organisation that doesn't want those three people to help people, you know?
You've answered well.
I appreciate that.
On your way out, please send somebody else in.
No, tight. It's nice to meet you both. Sorry, are you doing names? Are we doing names now? Because, like, you know.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. My name's Athra.
Athra. Sorry,
Athra?
I've just got to work out how that sounds in my own voice. Athra. There we go, Athra. No, look, it's so nice to meet you, and like you're doing so good at the whole like thing, you know, secret society stuff. It's great.
Thank you.
It's great, and it's you know, like you were saying, it's not too much. You know, it's not like culty, but like because like you showing me your face, like it's not like it's a secret reveal of the chosen one or something. If you had some kind of like weird masks, I can't say that word in my voice. Masks or something, like that would be like a lot. But like the kind of reveal of the friendly face, like, sorry, you're doing a great job. I just wanted to say.
That's I appreciate it now. Now my accent's. What am I doing? It's Irish.
Hard,
no!
You go all around.
You step out.
Yeah, who's next?
Go next. Can
They're ready for someone next.
Oh, I don't mind. Hiraeth, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
I'm more
Never's
than happy.
already in.
Oh.
Yeah.
She stays there for a little while. She comes out.
Did you hear that I met Gwen? The Gwen? The Gwen? Like Golden Griffin Cup Gwen? Anyway, yeah.
Pnevma comes out looking quite like intense. I don't know, like somebody else should go in now.
Can I
Are you
roll
okay?
an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Fucking, I think an 11.
Yeah, she just looks a little bit like she's trying to gauge what just happened to her, but it wasn't quite what she expected. Who's going in next?
I mean, I'm happy to go.
Yeah. I just need to compose myself. Seeing Never look shocked is kind of like,
Yeah.
oh my god, if she can't handle it, I can't.
Uh-huh. I'll walk in.
The person's name is Astra. Like, they're so nice.
Astra. Alright, Astra.
It was Astra, right?
Nope.
Athra.
Athra.
Athra. That's why I was struggling. It's the TH sound that I can't do.
Afra.
Afra.
Athra.
With a TH, not an F.
Yeah, but like, I've got to say it like an F because I'm a farm boy. Ain't no TH in farm.
Technically, they used to be called farms. Yeah, I walk in.
Athra already has has her hood down and indicates for you to sit with her. Hello, my name's Athra. Well done for getting your kerchief. Did you have any problems with it? Was there any violence or?
No violence. It was actually very pleasant. It was
pleasant. They didn't hand it right over, did they? I hope they made it a little bit difficult for you. Who did you get out?
I did find out his name. Hold on. I made notes. Aloysius?
Aloysius Luckstone.
Someone's gonna get fired.
He was, well, anyway. So, do you think you want to be a member of the Diamond Hands?
I think it's a place that does very good work. And I'm more than happy to do it in secret. So yeah.
You're not from here, though, are you?
I am not.
So you're happy to do this good works in secret for somewhere that's not your homeland?
Aren't all homelands, don't they all have people in need?
Right, but I'm just wondering if it's because you feel an affinity to our realm, or if it's because it sits snugly in your philosophy.
I mean, whilst I'm here, it's as much my homeland as anywhere else. I'm sorry, I'm not entirely
No,
sure.
it's it's a very nice sentiment to have, I guess. I'm not trying to trip you up. I'm just trying to work out if it's your kind of personal wish to generally help people in need, or if it is because you particularly want to think that all mortals are in need, I guess.
No, it's always been dear to my heart to help those less fortunate than myself.
Good. And do you have experience seeing people suffer?
Yes.
Were you able to help?
Not at the time.
What impact did that have on you?
I'm here talking to you.
Do you call that a good outcome?
Was the outcome of the situation a positive one? No, it was not. It's helped me build my own ideas on what I wanted to do with my life. Yes, it did.
I think, it's interesting, isn't it? Because a lot of people talk about being forged by our own suffering, or...
It wasn't my own.
Or being whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I think there's a real danger in that general philosophy. Especially if you're a magic user, but it's, I think it's one of the things that is interesting about having these powers that we learn at this school is what you do with them. It's what this whole society is all about, is a bunch of It's like a siblinghood of people that can keep you remembering that, not to forget the people who can't do it, the people that don't have anything, the people who can be, you know, the people who work the fields, who can have their entire lives ruined by a pack of wolves. Anyway, I could wax lyrical about this all day. It's sort of beside the point. But I do want to ask you one thing, and I realize it's going to be very indelicate, but I guess it's important for us to know what we're working with. And that is that, you'll forgive me because I'm in the 3rd year, but like, I thought that Fae beings were like, and again, there's no way that I can say this without it sounding really rotten, but I thought you would be taller. And I kind of thought that you'd be like a bit scarier and a bit more like, you know, more powerful. And so did something happen when you came here that you had to like get small, or are you just small anyway, which is fine too, by the way?
It's one of the costs of making the trip.
All right. Okay. And that can't like come undone, you know, like shoelaces or anything, and suddenly you'd be bigger.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Right.
My father came in much the same way, and the last time I heard of him, he was still struggling with the
Oh,
journey.
right. That's quite a big thing then, isn't it?
So I would assume that it stays for quite a while. But I have to say I don't know a huge amount about the process myself. But I assure you that in regards to the scariness, I'm not like that, nor was I ever.
Well, I'm sure you have people asking you this stuff all the time, so I'm not going to bore you with it. But, you know, it's great talking to you. Well done on getting your kerchief. And I don't know what you're like about keeping secrets. You know, if you're good at going to some lengths to make sure that you don't take the accolade, you don't like take the win, and you just make sure that you really keep this whole thing a secret.
I have quite a bit of experience in that.
Ooh, that's a mysterious answer. I like it very much. Can you send somebody in when you leave? Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you ever so much. And I take myself up and pop out and make sure to give Agatha a big old smile just to make sure that she's okay. But yeah.
See, I told you it was fine.
Alright,
It's
okay.
absolutely fine.
Alright, yeah, okay. I can do that.
Remember, like, it's not a test, it's a date, you know? It's about compatibility.
What?
No, I
It's a
just
date?
Not literally, it's like about compatibility. Just relax.
I just didn't expect her to be like hot, you know? It kind of threw me, and then I think I sounded too keen, and she was like, all right, whatever, you know?
Yeah, I got the vibe that she was like, we actually don't want people that are that keen.
I know, that's my mistake. I was like,
relax,
please.
relax, I'm just winding you up. Never, I'm just winding you up. I'm just winding you up.
And there are different kinds of keen. She would understand.
Also, like, you're so sneaky and whatnot. Like, if they were gonna have anyone for a secret organization, out of the 4 of us, who do you think they'd want? They'd be stupid not to have you. It'd be ridiculous.
Thanks. Agatha, you step in.
Yeah.
Hello, take a seat.
Thanks.
How did you, tell me about how you got your kerchief?
I learnt a spell. I learnt a spell to help me find it, and then used a bit of magic to help me lock myself in a room with them, and then I just sort of tackled Bing Bong to the floor.
You're a bunch of
right.
fucking grasses. You're absolute fucking bunch of grasses.
Wait, we don't want to tell. Oh.
Right, well,
Oh, is that a test? Have I just failed
That
the
seems
test?
to be like a lot of different angles you went at there, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I like it. Tell me, do you think you'd be interested in being part of the Diamond Hands?
If you're about helping people, like just everyday people, then 100%. If you're like, oh, we want to help like these people get rich or whatever, then I'm like, maybe not so much. But
there's no money in it. We don't help people earn money, other than I guess saving people their livelihoods from time to time.
Yeah. Of course, I just want to make sure what I'm signing myself up for is people that genuinely want to help people.
Well, listen, you know, you're going to be a diamond hand for as long as you're alive. And we don't keep tabs on people, but we have quite a strict, like, if you ask people to like turn up to help with something and it seems dodgy, you kind of lose your spot. And
so it's like trust. I've got to trust the other.
I mean, that's considering, you know, you could be called by some 700-year-old elf that hasn't been at the school for centuries, and you're just going to go on a mission with them. It's all about trust.
Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm against this, because I'm really not. I really am for it. I just, my entire life is a long time, and, you know, 700-year-old elf might be like, can you come help me fight this really terrible thing? And I don't really want to go to it if I'm just cannon fodder. Do you know what I mean?
Right. That is kind of what we mean when, you know, here's the thing. People do change in their lives. You know, people can start off being just another keen Divisia student, and then 70 years go by and suddenly they get really into the dodgy side of necromancy, or they're starting to read books on lichdom, or, you know, the dark side of things. We can't control how our members spend their lives. And it'd be kind of weird if we did. But anyone who behaves in a way that puts other members in danger. I mean, obviously, there's danger in life everywhere that you go, but unnecessarily. For example, taking a first-year student and saying, "This dragon's gone nuts, let's go." You know, they're done. And you can say no. You can say, "This isn't right for me, find somebody else." You know, we're a big organisation.
Right, that was my concern. I thought it was like if I was like, I don't think.
Compulsory, no.
Okay, because I absolutely like want to help people and will 100% help people, but you know.
You're from here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from Solaraya.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No. It's kind of neither, really. It's just that, you know, your year is kind of different, right? Because we've never before, the school's never felt like this before. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I've only been here, I've been here 2 years and a term, but never before we had so many people who are on scholarships. And it's changed the whole atmosphere of the school, for the better, of course. But it's like, the school is usually a bunch of rich people and one lonely poor who feels very alone, you know. And I know that if you've been here any more than 3 days, you know that a lot of the students here are absolute cocks.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. I'm glad someone said it. Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is it's nice to have variety. It's nice to have somebody part of our society that knows this city, that hasn't grown up with a silver spoon in their mouth, that knows people. And I don't want you to feel like you're a token poor. It's just
I didn't until you said it.
it's just, you are welcome here if you want to be here. And if you're happy to keep a secret.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I'll say this as well. But I guess this is something that goes hand in hand with everything that people do. I mean, there are people that go to this school and they, they just become a scholar and they don't go out there. But the majority of people, the school doesn't like to say it, but the majority of people who leave the school, they often become adventurers. And so you see a lot of suffering in your life. You see people being torn to shreds all the time. But especially doing this work, you see it a lot. You see somebody whose whole family has been, attacked or whatever, and you've got to go and sort it out. It's tough work from time to time.
Yeah.
This is not like work with accounts or ledgers or whatever, or finding, I won't say anymore, but this is, you get your hands dirty from time to time.
I'm okay with that though.
As long as you're in possession of the facts and you're happy not ever to tell your family or anybody that's not part of the society.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I can not tell people. Yeah, it's fine. It's just, I just disappear from time to time.
Right. It's easy to do. Just always tell, especially when you're in school, so you can just always say that you're on a project. Especially if all four of you get in, it's so easy. You're just like, we got a mission.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
It's much harder when we have to break up cloisters, but we're gonna have to do it this year, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. What will this is maybe like a bit. I'm morbid, I don't know, but like if something happened to us while we were on one of these missions, I understand the importance of secrecy, but like will someone let our family know what happened?
Yes.
Right.
If you were on a mission and you died on a mission for the Diamond Hands, not only would your family be notified, but they'd be looked after as well. They'd think they were just lucky people because we're not going to say hello with a diamond hands, but they certainly have guardian angels of a kind for a long while.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, every one of us is important. We're a siblinghood here. Right, well, I think we've got enough people who are ready to kind of do this thing, so let's go.
Oh, okay.
And she steps out with you, and she goes to the font that's in the middle of the chamber. And one by one, she pulls out a gold chain that has at the bottom a kind of perfect looking diamond, a pendant that is a diamond hand on a gold chain. And it can be a necklace, or it can be like something that clips on like a kind of pocket watch, or it can be, you can make it into whatever you want. But the chain is long enough so that you could wear it and kind of hide it within your clothes. It's not meant to be something that is like worn right up here so that everyone can see it.
Now have it as an earring.
Yeah, but it is handed kind of to you. Right, well, welcome to the Diamond Hand. You now are in possession of the symbol of the society. And if you ever need help, this pendant gives you the ability to communicate only to other people with the pendant once a day. So essentially, you've got a once a day sending, but you can only communicate to people who have the pendant.
Amazing.
Can you pick who it is?
Yes, you can pick who it is, or you could just make it a beacon.
I love that it's immediately.
Some random 800-year-old orc in like the mountains.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's a kind of thing where you can direct it to somebody that you know, but you can also kind of do a sort of alarm that just sends out to whoever's nearest, essentially. And from there, it's things kind of relax a little bit, and you know,
I assume Pnevma's in, right? You would have told us if she
yes, of course. Yes, you're all four of you are in, and you are sort of informed that you're welcome to stay, but that it's not a day that is exciting for the Diamond Hand, because it's literally just set aside to look after the people who are like filtering in with their kerchiefs, and that you know, they have their own small library, which they're very, you know, they very clearly kind of say that there aren't very many books that aren't in the library. It's just that you can study here very away from everybody else, and that there are people here that always seem to be working on something or another and keeping their ear out for stuff that might need to happen quite quickly. And, you know, to sort of come back another time when you can make the most of it. But you're in no, for right now, there's no obligation to pop in every day or to do any kind of amounts of work at any given time. And it's really to get more of a feel of it, come back another time, is the long and the short of it.
As we're sort of sat around just kind of doing very little, are there any other people that sort of filter through, or is it just kind of our little contingent?
You don't see any more initiates.
Cool.
But you get to see some of the other people who are part of the Diamond Hands. There is a human female with like blonde hair and buzzed sides. Janaris pops in, who you know already. The human man who stepped out of a window comes in. There's a girl that comes in who Agatha, you recognize her as the halfling who you're in a club with, who can make her embroidery into little cuffs.
Yes. That's...
Her name is Erica Lovelorn. She is the second year. There is a dwarf. You know, there's various kind of people that kind of pop in and out.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. How exciting!
How exciting. As usual, it's later than I thought it was going to be. But I don't know what you thought you were going to do with the rest of your day, but well, now we're talking about it's past club, sort of dinner. It's evening time, basically. You can stay for as long as you want. I'm not going to tell you how long to stay for.
What's dinner? Like, can you give me like an equivalent to actual world time?
Well, here's the thing. You went there after, during clubs, I think, and you stay. I'd say those interviews lasted like 15 minutes each, and then you were given the pendants. So we're talking about like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. If you think you'd stay longer, then it's more like 7, 8.
I think not that we need to do this today, but I think Sonny be like, guys, I think we need to talk about Pash. I just don't think this is maybe the best living situation for him. I just think we need to maybe find, you know, someone that can give him the care he deserves.
Sure, yeah.
So just, you know, I just wanted to put that out there. You know, we can all sort of like brainstorm or something. You know, I just want to give him the best life. Like,
yeah.
We don't have to do it right now. I just wanted to, you know, like maybe you guys can all just think on it, and maybe we can chat tomorrow or something.
I have to say I'm really glad. He's not trained.
No, mate,
At
I
all.
knew this. He's fully a wild dog, but like
Yeah.
basically it was that or leave him there.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm just sort of like I can't be the guy that leaves a dog somewhere.
Why don't
equally, I didn't want to say like, hey, you know, it's a pet's a big responsibility, but
I can have a pet. I've got a Monroe.
for sure,
I,
for
like,
sure.
I feed and I wash him and like take him out for rides and stuff. But
Yeah,
this is
you're the
fully a
only
wild
one. Yeah.
dog. Like it's,
yeah.
sorry, I don't know if he'll want it, but that dog kind of belonged to Francesca, so why don't we
Well,
see
she's
if
in the-
George... Yeah, but if George can take care of Pash... Because I
That-
don't think... I need to check in with him and see how Francesca is, but maybe we
can bring Pash and like
Yeah.
see how they get on. Like maybe we
Yeah.
can see how they got on, but like if we just tell him it was Francesca's dog and just see how he gets on, because what I don't want to do is like force it on him and be like, "Oi,
Oh, no.
your missus left the dog. You got to look up."
No,
But
no,
I
no.
want it to be like, "Hey, look, this is Pash." Or maybe you can give it a different name. It doesn't have to be called. It doesn't have to be called Pash.
yeah.
But like this used to be Francesco's dog, and see if he like if they have like a bond. Because if they have a bond, like I'm like, yes, mate,
Yeah.
love that for you.
And if not,
but
we
if they
can just
don't, I
ask
don't want him shitting all over the books.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say in the nicest possible way. They're not our books, so if he likes
true, and like now
if he likes
now
Pash, then
it
you know.
might help him stay like a bit more sober. You know, going on walks regularly
He
and
has
stuff.
been sober for a
Yeah,
little while,
this-
but yeah, I think
It
it'll
might
be good
help,
for
you know.
him.
You know, encourage a bit more routine and like you know,
Yeah.
get him out of the house a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe, mate, it's a bit like getting Pash a human, you know? Because
Oh, I like
maybe,
that, yeah.
maybe it's like Pash adopts George, not the other way around.
Yeah.
You see that?
Definitely tell Pash that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. Pash is like right there. But like,
You have been walking back to your cloister and just kind of collecting yourself and you know, sort of, it's that time of the evening when some people go to worship and some people start doing their homework, and it's
I
kind
need
of
to ask
and
Kimber if she minds me not going to worship. I need to chat to her.
and there's a sort of a lot of like loitering around in the communal area when not Agatha is in the doorway.
It's me.
Wait, hang
I-
on. Which doorway? Our doorway. Cloister.
Yes, the doorway of the cloister.
Oh,
You're right.
She pins you, Hiraeth.
Oh, this isn't about me. This isn't about our conversation.
good evening.
I heard you gave fairy wine to students.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, are you fucking stupid? Or are you just attempting some kind of takeover or something? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I look in the nicest possible way. This is our abode. If you would like to come and talk, I would happily have that conversation.
That's what I'm doing. I'm coming to talk to you.
Hey, come and take a seat.
No, thank you.
Okay, in that case, thank you very much. It's lovely to see you.
All right.
But in the nicest possible way, it's I don't even know your name.
It's Onra.
Anra. Excellent.
She turns to the other people in the room. Don't drink the fairy wine. Don't eat the food from a fae.
Wait, what? Sorry, can you just explain what's happening? I don't really understand. What?
I've no idea if he understands what he's doing, but you shouldn't take food and drink from a fae.
Like, ever? Like when he offers me his eggy bread?
No, if it's fairy wine or fairy food,
Right, okay.
don't take it.
Why?
Because then they have influence over you.
Ah. Of course. Why not cuff me with iron as well?
Right. So you're going to pretend like it's just a fairy tale and it doesn't really exist.
Who are you?
I'm just somebody else.
I
that
know.
knows a little bit about what it's like to be trodden on by the Fae. And I heard, I'm trying to stay out your fucking way, but I heard that other people are drinking fairy wine that you own. And I either need to go and tell the school that you're trying to do some kind of weird takeover, or that you're being irresponsible with people's lives.
Listen, you are DM very quickly before I go into it.
Yeah.
Do I know if there's any truth to this whatsoever? Because right now, what it feels like to Hiraeth is, frankly, mildly racist propaganda.
Okay, so first of all, roll history.
Yeah.
But what I would say that is completely outside of the history check is that you do know that there is an effect that happens, because when you gave the Tani to people, they have, it's
Cool.
affected them like a drug.
Cool. So I think for me, as Hiraeth, I've not really come into contact with humans from this realm whatsoever at all. It sounds a lot like bullshit to me, personally. But I may be told completely wrong here. That's a 13.
Okay. You know that this is certainly 13.
Yeah.
You don't come across it. You don't have that knowledge, but your feeling here is that, all right, what I'd like you to do to make this as fair as possible is I'd like you to also roll an insight. I know you have like medium good passive insight, but I'd like just to give you the opportunity to roll.
It was an okay roll. I mean, okay. It was an 11 plus insight 4. So 15.
Okay. Wait, you have an 11? Oh, you got plus.
No, sorry, I rolled an 11.
I
Yeah.
was like, what? That's insane. This woman is like shaking.
Right.
Like she is not only like pumped, but she's scared for the people in this room.
Okay.
And it feels to you like she's genuinely about to like put her body in between you and your cloister mates for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
And you and what that adds to your history roll is this feeling of you have never had someone to dinner in the Agvi estate that was mortal.
Cool. Well, I feel bad for going off on one now. Okay, cool.
So it's the thing that moment. It's not incorrect that you went off on one.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's that moment of actually seeing the consequence of her rage.
Yeah.
That makes you suddenly have that realization.
I think my demeanor does change, and I kind of look at the others, and I, as opposed to being sort of sprawled on one of the chairs on at the table, I kind of straighten up. I point my chair towards her, and say, okay. I don't know you, but you evidently know about my people. I will say this. I will make an oath right here and now to you that not one of these people will be harmed by my hand.
And
I will not harm these people.
And by harm, you won't influence them without their consent. They will always be in possession of their own free will.
I would never want to take their free will away from them.
She steps up towards you, and you see, as she steps up towards you, she suddenly becomes taller, so that she is just an inch taller than you by the time she stands opposite you. And she holds her hand out to shake,
Okay.
which you see is actually shaking.
This
But
is
she's got
like
her chin held high.
this is like making friends with a deer in the woods. Like I hold my hand out earnestly
Move slowly.
and slowly.
And as you shake hands, there is that tingling feeling. And she kind of looks at you like she is trying yet again to get a gauge on you. And then she turns and looks at the other people in the cloister and just goes, "Drink a lot of water," and walks out.
I honor her.
Yes.
Would you... May I ask you to sit with me at some point and we might talk? Would that be okay with you?
Roll persuasion.
Oh,
Got to get over an 18.
Oh God, Lydia, that was a 10 on the dice, and plus 6. That's a 16.
Ooh.
I mean no harm.
In my experience, spending time with Faye, it doesn't just ruin your own life, it ruins 10 generations to come.
What province?
I didn't get the privilege of living in a province. And she leaves.
That was the answer to a different question, I think, which is very good. Was your question, what province did she deal with?
Yeah, but also
Yeah.
that it still answers it to a certain
Yeah,
extent, doesn't
100%.
it?
Which is just fun.
Good.
And we said this would be a short one.
Go
I'm
on.
rubbish at
I
this.
like it.
We'll wrap up there. One day we'll get to Safe Day.
One day more.
Are we just gonna ignore the fact that Hiraeth just fed
I think what we'll do is
We'll
we'll
deal
pick
with
up
that.
from that exact
Oh, okay.
moment next week because
Not
I
next
feel
week.
like
Not
not
next
next
week.
not next week,
Next
the
week
week
is
after.
charity week, guys. Next week
Oh my
is
God.
charity week, so you've got
Holy shit.
2 weeks to wait for the resolution of that.
But I do feel like in 2 weeks we'll pick up from there because this episode could be called "Hold On to Your Knickers, Tom. Surprises."
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, it's just been bam, bam,
On one of the
bam.
hottest days of the year.
Thank you so much, Lydia.
Yeah, thanks, Liz.
Well done, guys. Well done, guys. You were part of the Diamond Hands. And yeah,
Yeah, great stuff. Hey,
You
everyone, charity week starting Sunday.
Be there.
Do the thing. Like there's
do the thing, guys. You heard it.
It's all very exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking, and I just hope that we can raise some money for an incredibly good cause, no matter what else happens.
100%.
Super. Well,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
stay safe, and Dragon Age tomorrow,
Yeah. We'll
and
see
then
you
we're back Sunday straight after Some Other Heroes. Chris, if you don't raid us, I'm going to take it as a personal slight.
Don't
Not
put
dead to
pressure
us.
on them.
Dead to us.
Don't put that pressure.
Right. See you later,
Love you.
guys.
Big love, everyone. Bye.
Bye.